She is one of those people that have been around for a very long time as well. But I don't think she really claimed beef sector because she be everywhere. But yeah, I'm copying your channel link here. I don't think do you claim beef sector beach?
I don't have a choice because everywhere I go, they're gonna be like, "That's that girl from over there from the B sector." So I have to say they birthed me. You know, y'all birthed me into existence. So I can't not. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
I don't claim any sector, but they're not gonna let that. If you come from over here and you know, they're not gonna. You're never free. You can never. You're
Right.
gonna be tied to the B sector forever. So I'm fine with that.
Okay. Well, so
I'm fine with them.
I guess with the video in question, do you have any additional backstory that you could possibly provide? Like, how did that even come about?
I
We can
do.
analyze it because I have it queued up as well to go back over through it, but I wanted to kind of ease into it to kind of get the backstory from your perspective.
Okay, so yeah, I'm looking up, y'all. I was like, someone had, because I was knocked out, right? And then someone had sent me, shout out to you, the little link. I said, first thing I do is see my big forehead sitting up on there. See, shout out to the B sector because if you can't drag yourself, you don't belong here. You got to know how to take a few hits. You got to know how to drag yourself. Child, y'all. Okay, so that video is 2020. I don't know. Do they know that, Jadon? That video is a
Well,
2020 video.
yeah, because I did make them aware that it took place right before her mom evicted her.
Okay.
And everybody knows that her mama did evict her in 2020. So I just wanted to let y'all know that the stories that y'all have heard, no, it's not people lying on her to hate on her or lying on her or lie roasting her or none of that. No, those are factual things that we all witnessed. And I just wanted y'all too to notice the pattern as well that you clearly saw within that video. Um it's pretty much the same mentality, just 6 years later. Because, she's had a few choice words to say about me closing on my condo and about how I was living in my condo for 5 years. But 6 years ago, you was getting evicted from your mama. Like, see, I don't get how somebody who ain't never owned shit, never closed, never went to a closing a day in their life, just got a reliable means of transportation within the last 3 or 4 years. How on earth can anybody just get on here and call themselves dragging the next person? That's my thought. But as far as the video, so you just randomly came across that video?
Kinda. I thought I
Hmm.
was. I knew I had some stuff that was like golden, and I thought I was leaving YouTube. Hang on, let me. Something popping up over here. I don't know what they're doing here.
Okay.
And I thought I was leaving when I had my little health thing, and so I'm like privating all my stuff. So when I started unprivating, trying to pick and choose, like, okay, what's the better of? Lo and behold, it was right there,
Hmm.
and
Okay.
it was there because it's not even titled with anybody's name back then. I don't think we was doing well with titles, y'all. We was just going live, and it'll say anything. So
Hmm.
thankfully now we've grown up a bit as streamers and content creators, whatever you want to call. I'm a blogger, so I know what I can find stuff now by title. That was by chance because that title don't have nothing to do with anything going on in that video. But I do remember I was reading some in the chat comments. Y'all are right. At that time, I was um a mod, not like by choice over there with that Jay Wilson man. I didn't ask to be a mod there. I got you know, dragged into being a moderator there by certain personnel. So at that time, yes, I was a mod there, not a happy mod, not a I didn't feel any type of way. I was just stuck
Hmm.
being a mod there. But that video, I was listening to it. I'm like, okay, so I think something happened at Jay Wilson. We still thinking this was Craig, a dude, and we were showing love to Craig. That's why I had that nasty look on my face, like you can't be serious because
Hmm.
we were kind of showing a little love to Craig, as the
Mhm.
moderators, kind of like it was enhancing the show, and then a camera slip happened. Now, I don't have that video because I think the camera slip happened over there at the Jay Wilson Man show.
Mhm.
So the camera slip happened, and when it happened, people could see a little booby. Like, hold on, that's a female.
Yeah, that and for everybody, and hey to everybody coming in, hey to all of my members. Thank you to my moderator members for being in here. And hey Lurker, hey damn my opinion, hey everybody coming in. But yeah, it was because she had masqueraded as a man for easily a good year or something. It had been a long time.
It went on for a
Um
while.
mhm. It was a long time of being a catfish, and like I said, most people. Thank you, EMH, for the jewels. I appreciate it. Most people don't realize it, but because she had this obsession with Jay Wilson at that time, I guess that is what made her find her way over to Beaches, because Beach was a moderator over there with Jay
Yeah.
Wilson.
And
Okay.
brand new at that. Like, it was just that simple. It wasn't like nobody summoned for her. I was over there. I don't even know what I was doing content on. I think it was just at that time somebody might have been right. It might have been pandemic, and people just making up reasons to go live. So either I was just finding a reason to go live for watch hours. I don't know, but all I know is Craig popped up in my chat and was trolling the people in the chat, and no one over there. 'Cause I think at that time I had the conscious sector over there, and I don't know, some other folks. They didn't know B sector people. They definitely didn't know Craig, and Craig was being very disrespectful in the chat, doing a bunch of just nagging at people, and it kept getting timed out and blocked. Coming back in as another Craig, getting blocked because it was he, she, whatever was antagonizing the chat, and then Ness popped out, and it was just like, what are you doing? People were really confused. Like, who is this? What are you doing? What's with the gas station flannel shirt? Is this like what's going on here? It was kind of confused, and I was doing my best considering I was kind of brand new. I was doing my best. I know I was struggling through that, y'all, but I was doing the best I could with somebody who I just thought was a guy, and within a few hours was a female. Okay, it's kind of like no warning, no script. So that's what that was, because I saw my face and I was looking like trying to, not offend
Right.
anybody, but at the same time, I was offended. I felt, bamboozled. Okay.
Well, and that's one thing, because in the presentation earlier, it was a lot of people up in your chat that was saying, or in this chat saying, that you were low key dragging. And I guess it makes sense then, because you was dragging because because it was all new that this was not
Yeah.
a man.
Well, and what we won't see, there was a video now. So after the camera slip happened at Jay Wilson, Ness went and did. I didn't. She had a channel apparently. She whatever. And went and made a video dragging me, and I don't know who else, somebody else, but I know me for sure, me. And I saw it, and I was, being called all these, nothing, whatever. Y'all know, you've been over here, you done heard it all. And I was like, because once the camera slip happened, and I saw this isn't a guy. We've been up here, rooting for Craig, and Craig back up there. And then I found out you not only are you not Craig, you a whole female. It was like you stole our right to support you because you tricked us. So I don't know what she did, but I do remember I got cussed out on her video, wherever that was. I don't even remember the channel. I saw it and I'm like, oh, okay. And then she deleted it. So of course, when I was live, I don't even know what I was talking about. I don't think I was talking about that though. I think I was just doing a let's run it up during COVID type of stream. And she came in the chat playing. And so I did have a stank look on my face. Like, how dare you? You just was over there calling me all types of weird, names, because I wasn't giving the energy no more. Craig, honestly, was a bit more likable. Craig was likable. This other thing, I didn't understand the assignment. Okay. But yeah, so I did have a very stank look on my face because that's what I was given. Like, how dare you come over here and hit my link? Like, just come up here like we finna chop it up and be friends when you just bamboozled everybody. So yes, I was giving all of that, y'all. Shout out to camera lighting now. My gosh, I don't know why we're sitting here in the dark. Okay.
And that's why I went on ahead and grabbed it. And hey to everybody coming in, please like the video. Every now and then we do have like history, and I just when I did the little drive by live earlier today, it was just really just the nerve. And the crazy thing is, this video had been uncovered for, I've easily known about its existence for a couple of months at this point, maybe like 3 or 4 months. And I, even though I had been got permission from Beachy about this video, I honestly was like, well, if Ness ain't bothering me, I'm not gonna bother Ness. And that's legit how I felt. And then, especially when she went on yet another Christian voyage, I'm like, okay, I'm not going to drag her with this video or nothing because she trying to find the Lord, XYZ. I mean, there are times when I do try to have some type of empathy and compassion for a bum ass bitch. But I just was like, okay, the nerve of you to really just keep sitting over there talking this crazy mess about everybody. Nobody can do any accomplishments without her trying to down it. Then once she went to find Jesus again, she came back trying to condemn everybody to hell, including Beach. Um, it was just a lot going on. I would say about 4 years ago or 4 months ago, 3 or 4 months ago, whenever she was first trying to do this whole Christian thing, which I don't knock anybody's religion. Do whatever you got to do. But I think I have a bigger problem with it when you start placing all this judgment and you really act like we all forgot just who you were, because you can try to reinvent yourself many times over, but we're going to still always remember the true you.
But Jadon, see, I got questions though, because who really, you can't really reinvent yourself. If you're lucky or blessed enough, you can evolve. I see a lot of people in here. We move a little different because we've matured. We're older now. Obviously, I'm not how old I was in 2020. Yeah, this is almost 2027. So you
Mm-hmm.
got evolution. Well, I guess some people may have devolved. I guess it's two sides of that coin, but you just can't reinvent yourself and act like not something you just weren't what you were. And I wouldn't even want to, because if you're so secure in where you are, and you know you done got out here and did the dang thing, you done came up, you done flipped them tables, it's a look at me now type of situation, you're not gonna want to care about the past. You ain't gonna feel like you want to hide it or don't want anyone to see. You do want people to see that was then, this is now. I stay getting drugged from having a little y'all. They told me up for that little mustache that I couldn't see at the time. Look, this way y'all got to know. Look, come on camera sometime. It'll help you. They kept saying, bitch, you got a mustache. I don't got no mustache. And when you wear lipstick and you have full lips like me, you will start to get a tint around the top of your lips. So shout out to the beef sector for getting Beachy in there. I paid that little $12. I said, the people on YouTube keep saying I have a mustache and I don't see it. I don't see it. So she did the little strip, the little wax, and lo and behold, I looked at that waxing tape and y'all was right. I had a little something going on there. And that's why I gave everybody you all were right. I couldn't see it. I was like, where is this mustache? Y'all drug me by that mustache forever. But you know what? Every month I pay that $12 and I go get this top lip stripped. So shout out to the beast over there. Help you out a little bit. You ain't gotta, we ain't gotta take it to heart. I never saw it. If I never listened to y'all talk about my mustache, by now I might have a whole goatee. I don't know. But because of the beast up there, I go monthly and get that top lip stripped. Okay, it don't even hurt no more. So shout out to y'all for that. What's up, Meals? So
Yeah, I see some of your people coming in. I can see it on the StreamYard side, but
okay,
I'm
what's
pretty
up,
sure.
Free? Yeah, it's gonna show. Hey, Free, I see y'all. So this video, and listen, y'all, I was gagging, right? Because look, it's okay. Look, I tell you what, I still got my goddamn edges now. Now we trying to keep it cute, but the edges are still there. I ain't lost no edges. Gained a few pounds. I ain't lost not a damn edge. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
This is gonna be a nice live unless we can wake it up. I prefer
Yeah,
not to and handle it civilly, but this Jada, I don't. I think your intentions of showing the video was kind of showing like we ain't forgot. I have some
We
videos of
haven't
me.
we
Go
haven't
ahead.
forgot, but not only that, because I think there was a real huge difference when you could compare 2020 and 2026, and the person is mentally the same. The person is still a deadbeat parent. Um the person has not decided to uh educate themselves and go higher. The person is doing the same thing. To me, I don't see much of a change except for a geographic location, but the mentality is still the same through and through. And specifically, I wanted to point that out with watching it because, believe it or not, I had not even looked at it. Even though you sent it to me, I didn't look at it back then whenever you first showed it. Like, I looked at like maybe a
Right.
minute or two, but I didn't want to look at it, the full thing. uh and be refreshed and know everything that was happening before I was already on live, reviewing it with everybody else. And so that's the reason why I actually waited. But yeah, I'll go ahead and press play because essentially now I can tell you for certain since 2020 up until now, I've had very many changes and accomplishments in my life,
Right.
and nobody can take that away from me because it's just the facts of the
Absolutely.
facts. But I think the only accomplishments that she probably can pinpoint for herself is that she is no longer in her mama's house, which you shouldn't be. You was too old to be at that woman's house during this time anyway. And specifically because she is always talking about how, oh, this is a 40-year-old woman, but this is a 35-year-old woman that we looking at up in here at your mama house, to the point to where your mama had you going outdoors because you was trying to do all the fuckery and the shenanigans. And I wanted people to see too that her and Lemon really are one and the same, except the difference is Lemon don't have the decency to go outside, or he only go outside to smoke his cigarette. But for the most part, he is in his mama house cutting up the same exact thing. So when you really look at it, at how she try to come down on Lemon, and I'm not even taking up for Lemon. But the fact is, y'all were one in the same. And I know that you want to try to make this new wave of people think otherwise. But the people that was here, we gonna always know. Because this condo that I have, I was here just fine when she was going outdoors to talk the beach. But let me go ahead and let's press play and let's get to start looking at it. All right. So let me go here to the screen.
Ever can't read. Now, don't be all right now. You
Girl,
don't. Don't.
girl,
Oh, you lit. Oh, you been lit. You
what you
lit.
want? Just shut up. Hold on. One second.
Quit telling folks to shut up. You got to find another word. You
You
ain't
have my
stop.
pages
You don't.
all blogs, which is so ridiculous. You have
You huh?
all my pages blocked to the point where I can't even
I don't
get
know.
through.
I didn't know you had no pages. You lying. You lying. I didn't even know you had pages. So how you blocked when I didn't know you had pages?
I'm lying.
Right
I didn't.
here.
I didn't know you had. I didn't know where you. I just.
Nestle Patrol. She I didn't know there are some people in my studio. Like I haven't been able to see Ness in the chat for quite some time. I think until she got her new channel. So Ness had been trolling. I didn't know on my end for some time. So a lot of the I don't know how many channels she had at the time. That's what she's talking about. Like you got to meet all blocked. Well, you can't quit trying to be 20 people. Yes, if you come in being weird and you trying to be 20 people, all 20 you gonna end up getting blocked because so that's what now I'm looking back. I'm like, okay, yeah, all of those were gonna be them weird pages. Now she was up under it's something else, and that's why I for years I never could see her because she's still blocked up under one of those troll pages. So that's a fact.
Okay. And I just think too, the fact is, I wish she'd have even had this type of um reasoning to come to your channel if it were for not your association with Jay Wilson. I mean, this has been a
Yeah.
long standing type of obsession or whatever in the hell it is. But okay, let me go ahead and play some more.
This is my first time today in my life ever going to your page.
You sure? Even as
I'm
Craig?
positive.
Even as Craig?
Ooh.
Because, girl,
I think I went to
Now look at just look. I need y'all to just look. I'm gonna put my mouse around it. Now, and this is her on the side of her mama's house. The woman window right there. She's sitting down on a bucket. All of this is her. All of this is her. But then she starts talking about the next person. It just don't make sense. And even Beach, it looked like you was laughing.
I was trying my best, okay? I was really, I was trying.
Well, I'm gonna press play, but I just want everybody to take note. This is the one who sit over there and think that she has the right to be said everything about all of these people who are doing much better than her. And might I add, all of these people who actually do have kids that's been raising their kids.
Mm.
went to the Craig the first day you made a Jay Wilson video. That was it. Like the first day,
and you blocked,
I stumbled across it. That was it. Never came back.
and you blocked it. Okay.
I blocked you as Craig.
Yes, you did.
You're not in my block list. I'm gonna look at my block list. I bet you're not in there because I checked it. I wouldn't have blocked you for that. I don't think that.
So
Because
what was your
she was
beef
another
with
You
Craig?
name.
look, you look a little saucy.
Huh?
You look a little saucy there. You little lit. You look a little saucy there.
saucy.
Your eyes a little red.
I'm sure you're familiar.
Now,
I'm sure you're familiar. Okay.
she's saying that you familiar, but again, what has changed with this? Don't she still be over there drunk as a skunk on the live?
I did say she was a little saucy because it was obvious she was a little saucy. I mean, we're adults. I'm in my 40s. We know when someone's saucy, a little lit. You've been on that good cushion alcohol. We know the look. So I was not saying anything derogatory or defamatory about her. She was obviously inebriated and saucy. So you can't hide the sauce and then watch up some liquor. You too. I'm like, me, I'm sitting here chilling like a villain. What's going on?
Well,
But
but
she
that's the
saucy.
thing. Because she was an alcoholic or addict or whatever the hell she
See
was
that
doing,
bottle?
she assumed that everybody else is. Oh yeah, that water bottle down there.
That's not water in there.
Okay, so hold on. Let
So
me make
that
sure
little
that they can
bottle,
see it. Let me see if
yeah,
they
I
can
think
see it.
I dragged her for that bottle. I don't want to say drag, but I was roasting her because she had poured
I'm
her.
putting the mouse right here. Y'all see this bottle right here?
At
That's a
some
whole
point, she's
water.
gonna lift it, and it's got brown liquor in it.
So
So it's
so
not
that's a
water.
whole water bottle, and she walking around with wet brown
Liquor
liquor
in it.
in the water bottle underneath her mama's roof.
That's some nigga shit. Can we say okay? That's some nigga shit there. When you put your alcohol, you don't have a cup or a glass, and you just pour out some water and pour the liquor in a water bottle, and don't try to conceal it with a coaster or a boot, and you just drinking liquor out of a water bottle. I don't know what to be about that, but yeah, that's what that was in that bottle, and that's why I was like, "Girl, you are drinking brown." That's how I knew it was brown liquor because I could see it through the bottle. It didn't even have the wrappings around it, and so that's why I wasn't lying on her about the drinking the brown liquor. It's in the bottle.
And not only that, but I do want to keep in mind because again, she tried to place judgment upon Lemon though, but this is the same type of shit. But then she'll be quick to try to tell people, like case in point, how Lemon be over there with his mama. But she gave her mama the same hell. And again, she was 35 doing this. At this time of this video, she might have been 34, 35. This. But then now I can tell you, when I was 34, 35, I was paying my own bills, sending money back to Mississippi for my family. Not me living underneath their roof. I wasn't doing any of those things like what she's been doing. And then now clock it, she just turned what, 38, and What has changed? But let me press the thing. And also I want y'all to keep in mind too how she stay trying to call me cockeyed, but I know y'all see these eyes. I know y'all see these eyes.
Okay, so we ain't gonna play that game
No,
because baby,
I don't drink.
oh, you don't drink?
My eyes are not are red. My eyes are my
Look at these cockeyes. But she stay calling people cockeyed, lazy eyed, this, that, and the third. But look at these eyes. Like the bitch stay getting up on here projecting on everybody, even to the point of trying to project onto Beachy that Beachy is drunk because she is.
my eyes are crystal clear. White is pearl like pearls. So no,
Mine
I
are
ain't got no
too.
bloodshot
Mine
red
are
eyes
too.
coming up on
Mine
here.
are too. Mine are too.
No, Nest, your
You
eyes
know
are not
that?
crystal clear. Stop,
Mine
stop.
are too.
Mm-mm. Look at her. Look a little lit there. Look a little litty.
Yeah, yeah. You're
How
right.
was your 420? Well, I can tell you how Ness 420 was. Ness was blowing smoke all through her nose on the live. You was out there blowing smoke through your nose and stuff. I
Baby,
said, oh my God, that's a little that
so
wasn't very ladylike. You just blowing
this
smoke through your
why
nose
should
and
I, why
stuff like a
should I,
whole like a
but
bull.
wait a minute. Why should I be a lady when all you ladies are in love with me, including yourself? Explain that. You all right?
The dumbest shit I ever heard. How can all the ladies be in love with somebody that we didn't even know was a lady up until a few hours ago? So that in itself didn't make sense. At the time I didn't catch it. I was too busy laughing at the fact, how dare you, you know, you can't be serious, but you was just a guy. So when did the woman become in love with it? Like, it didn't make any sense. Looking back now, I guess I couldn't find the words because I was so flabbergasted at the accusations. How dare you? You know?
Well, and one thing too that I just think when it comes to this is because that is one of her MOs. Because now she up here telling Beach that Beach was in love with her. She run around here telling y'all that I was in love with her, even though y'all know for certain that it's a few bitches that ain't her that I was actually dealing with. That was not her. And again, this is a whole hot ass mess of a person that we all watched with our own eyes. A whole
Oh, I
catfish, a
just
liar.
caught something. I
What?
just caught. Do you think this is the same when people say always saying, "Oh, they're obsessed with me. They're obsessed with me. Obsessed with me." They really believe that. Is this was this the beginning of the everybody's obsessed with me? Uh,
Could have been. It
because
very well
nobody
could have
knew.
been.
Okay, well that's not true. That's a delusion. No one was in love or obsessed. So I hope that was. I hope that didn't grow into a actual thing you became to believe, because it didn't even make no sense. We didn't even know who you were a few hours ago, and then we did. So where did the love happen? When did it just fall out the sky? Like, I missed that. No one told me about anybody being in love with. Like, I missed all of that and when that happened. So I don't know. I'm just trying to connect some dots and things that I might have missed at that time, because this video is on. I haven't reviewed the whole thing myself. I'm looking at it just like you all are, like point by point, and trying to see. And I'm looking at yes, I'm looking at myself too. Like, now, bitch,
You was
I
shady
can
as
laugh at myself.
hell. You was shady as hell up in this video. But I mean, you had every right. So I guess because from your perspective, the Rada lives over there. They all had believed in Craig that Craig was a real person,
For
and
a
so.
while, Craig
Mhm.
would became a regular on the show for a minute. Like, the voice, I'm still trying. That was a man's voice. She in the wrong field. She should be over there working with the people who do voiceovers. You know what I mean? You know how you in the entertainment a little. Those
Yeah.
people who like do voices for shows, and they can be the guy voice, the female voice, and they switch back and forth and do voiceover. She in the wrong industry. That's what she should have been doing. Because if y'all remember how Craig sounded, Craig doesn't sound a little bit like a guy. Craig sound like a full grown man,
Mhm.
and we were
Well, but
treating him as such.
the thing is, in order to be able to work in the industry, it requires ambition. That's something that she just don't got. Ambition. I mean, when you cannot be ambitious enough to just stop doing illegal substances and alcohol and all this, I mean, I think YouTube is as close to the industry as she'll ever get. And that's what also makes us different. Because while she was on Beaches Link doing all this hogwash, I was actually out there getting to the money.
Well, according to Hope there, I'm supposed to be the devil and all that. So, I don't know what to tell you, Ness girl, because I used to support you and probably could draw, lead you to a couple places for you to use your talents in the proper way and exercise whatever it is you're trying to portray better than YouTube. But being that you think we satanic, as you called us not so long ago, then I can't do nothing for you. But sorry, I can't help you, honey. But
I wanted to touch on that too as well. What about
Mhm.
that whole situation too. Once we got through the parts of this video, I wanted to revisit that conversation about her saying that, because yeah, she said that to Beachy over there up on her channel about 3 months ago. I think it was 2 or 3 months ago. She was just on one, just condemning everybody. But yeah, with Beach being AKA, she called her satanic. But I'm gonna press play a little bit, but just let me know when you need me to pause it, Beach.
Okay.
Everything okay?
Listen, boo boo, listen. I'm gonna tell you like this.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't bad looking.
Mm-hmm.
I give you that. You, at first, I was like the first picture, but you're not bad looking.
Mm-hmm.
But you couldn't pull that off with me. We're not in love with you. We barely like you. Okay, you barely likable. You still drinking?
Who is we?
All of us. You still drinking?
That bottle go. Hold on, they gonna need you to grab all that bottle back just a little bit.
Okay.
Like very right there.
You go. Y'all.
That look in
But see, but then she'll act like this never happened. And even when she was just on this Christian pilgrimage, she kept saying that she gotta have her wine. She gotta have her wine. She gotta have her wine. Look at this right here.
Ain't there wrong with a little wine here? You want to have your drink. I have nightcaps from time to time. That's not the issue. So drinking,
but in your
drinking out of a water bottle is an issue. That's not considered a nightcap. That's not a proper nightcap. Drinking hard brown liquor out of a water bottle outside on the ground. That ain't the same as having a little nightcap. So I was very, ain't no shame in her game, okay? I mean, I was gagged by that water bottle. Like, okay, so you ain't got no cups in there.
Right. So they were saying that that she was sitting on a bucket out here, and this is again on the side of her mama's house. So you already know that brown liquor was humming off her breath while she go up in that lady's house and stuff. I'm like, come on now. But then she stayed talking about everybody else. And hey to everybody coming in. Hey, Shaman Scandal. Hey, everybody. I'm not ignoring y'all. I'm legit toggling between the screen to play this and not really looking at the chat. So that's why. So I don't want y'all to take it the wrong way. But yeah. Yeah, but that's clear as day. A whole brown look up in the water bottle, taking it to the head.
To the head. Trying to get that last little sip. Come on.
But then when we talk about a clucker and we call her a clucker, then she say that we lie roaster. No,
take
girl.
it to the head, baby. Okay, but hey, I ain't hate.
Barely likable.
Who is
still drinking?
Who is we?
All of us. You still drinking?
This is juice.
You a lie. That ain't no damn apple juice. Why would you need to pour apple juice into a bottle? You've been drinking on that brown liquor.
Let me make sure my
That
light is
you
on.
always
People,
that brown liquor got you acting some type of way.
how's the way that I'm acting?
Lit.
People, this beach is in love with me. I've said it before, and I'm gonna say it again. This,
It's like, darling, listen. When you was Craig, when we thought you was a dude, well, didn't nobody like you, wasn't attractive. As Ness, I mean, I might be somebody out here that like you, but it ain't me. If you need somebody, I can try to find you a friend. Are you lonely? Because you coming on YouTube looking for men's and women's. This is not a dating site. This you trying to this your dating site. This is not christianmingle.com. You coming on here looking for the men's, the women's, honey.
Hey, get
Well,
this.
pause.
I had to pause it right here because
Okay.
she stay on here trying to roast other people, including myself, talking about people are lonely. But girl, imagine being up in a house with your family and you a drunk, lonely ass bum coming outside to talk to the internet. What is you trying to get Beachy to love you? What's going on?
Well, I was gonna say I said this wasn't a dating site at the time, but we all know in the last 6, 7 years, obviously I gotta eat those words. I mean, she did end up dating a couple of people on here. I mean, I'm not gonna be throwing out names, but we all know the story. She did find love on the YouTube.
She did. It was
And
she dated one person up on here, and you right. Eventually, it ended up happening. It had to take. It's crazy because it ended up having to take her mama evicting her going to rehab, then getting put out of the rehab, and then finally, she had someone act right. And as quiet as it's kept, that girl, her ex, is credit most of her getting her life back on track to her. Like that's what her ex girlfriend say. Now it could be lies. I don't know. But I just found it interesting because like her credit score improved, they helped her get a car, helped her get a decent apartment, all of these things. But meanwhile, her mama and her son and all of them people is right inside the house.
I was trying not to go there, but this is Beach at the flashback, so I cannot not go there. So while she's sitting there talking about me at the time, obviously it's been some time, and of my three, the oldest, the oldest son is out there in the United States Air Force. The middle son is starting his junior year in college, and then of course my teen who is entering her junior year in high school. So I didn't want to go there, but we're here now. What a little boy is he in the house waiting? Like, no, I'm just saying
Well,
because I know it's COVID, things are going on, but you out here acting like this on the side of the house with a water bottle with liquor and little man in there. Did you tuck him in at the end of the night? Did he get his teddy? In a bad time story, because he had to be little then, like even I don't know the age of folks' kids, but he had to. I know he's younger than mine. So, did you tuck him in after all this, girl?
So okay, so he is about to turn, I want to say 15 this year in August. So 6 years ago, he was about 8 or 9.
He should have been getting dinner tucked in and a proper. I don't know what to say because it's kind of like for like the. I tell you what my AKA wasn't doing, sitting outside while my kids were looking out the blinds, wondering if I was gonna come in and get him a bath. You know what my AKA wasn't doing? Ness. My AKA wasn't sitting somewhere with a water bottle because I don't know how to get a proper glass and drink my beverages of choice. You know what my AKA wasn't doing this? My AKA wasn't living in my mama's house since I was 18 and went off down to the college, girl. You know what my AKA wasn't doing? sitting there pretending to be man or woman, confusing everybody. You get what you what we give out. That's what you get. Ain't changed one bit. Grown some, got some wisdom. Same beachy.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe 20 pounds heavy. Same beachy. All the way almost down to the ponytails. I think they wrapped up in there, but it's just the whole thing where next time, please be mindful when y'all have y'all pilgrimages and your religious psychosis, and I'm better than everybody now because I done been to rehab and now I don't smoke no more weed. So now I'm gonna start throwing stones and condemning everybody else. That's a bad idea. Because if that condemnation don't turn back around on you and say, you know what, first thing first, let me go and get my offspring.
That would
Because
have been the first. That would have been the first thing that I think anybody would
first
have done.
thing,
Mm-hmm.
if I got to move close to them, if I got to get the apartment next door to them and start rebuilding and picking up there, everybody else can wait. That's the very first thing you would have been condemned of. Oh my gosh, I have to be by my offspring. There's no way I can live on the other a state away or whatever her demographics are. I don't know, but I do know this. I'm not buying any of that. You want to judge and point everybody, this person going to hell, they going to hell. You come for the LGBT people. You just push people away that were actually supporting you and never once made you feel lesser than, although we looked at you and probably was thinking, okay, so how much time do you need to get it together to go and check on little buddy? I mean, kids reach up, we waking up for their mamas all the time. Even as adults, they'll call
Mm-hmm.
just to be like, hey mama, and I never threw that in her face, never did that to her. At the time though, we didn't even know any of that was going on. We didn't, like, later, because I think rehab happened like what, a couple weeks or a month like after this. Rehab came right after this. Okay, we
Yeah,
slipped in.
this was like right before she got evicted from my mama. This was right before. It really was. I think this might have been her last time clicking a link before her mama said, "Bitch, get your drunk ass out."
Now I gotta ask you a question as a
Mhm.
landlord, because I know you're a landlord. I'm a landlord.
Mhm.
But what? How bad would a relative have to be, your own child, before you actually serve an eviction? Because if your mama tired of you, or you just whatever, you keeping the house, woke up, you coming in all hours of the night smelling like black and miles and and Mad Dog 20, whatever you got going on over there, because it obviously wasn't the upper brand alcohol. Okay, it was some cheap stuff.
Mhm.
When you just say lock the door and tell them don't come in, don't stay where you out at, why would you have to like actually serve an eviction unless you just kept forcing yourself in a property that you weren't supposed to be in, breaking in, like what? I
Well,
don't even.
it really had something to do with her not paying. Like the whole eviction papers are on the World Wide Web. Like the whole eviction case is right there, and it's in black and white. Her mama name versus her. And in the papers, you can actually click, and her mama has everything, her grievances about why she was ready for this girl to go. And specifically, she wasn't contributing. Um, she wasn't helping with the bills. Her mama was struggling, and the rent wasn't even that much. I have to look at the papers again, but I feel like the rent might have been like 1,100, $1,200, and she wasn't helping with none of that. And I guess that's why her mama had to get
You
rid
got
of
you
her.
got a super chat from Miss
See,
Shawty Peace.
I
Oh,
liked it up off my cell phone. Let me put it up here because it looked like, so Ness said Beach better not be saying anything about her. She said Beach is gaining too much weight. But Beach still look damn good though. And we ain't gonna
right,
forget Ness is the one up here flirting with Beach. You see, I think it's so cute how she would want to go there, but we watching her as plain as day try to shoot her damn shot with this woman. So
right.
clearly,
And
she
I
couldn't have
want to
been that
answer
bad
that.
looking.
And I do want to answer that. So first of all, unless you're gonna do like Beachy do and turn that camera around and stand up without your shaper, we can do that, honey. We can do that right now. Say the word. Say the word. This camera can go flipped up. I'm gonna stand straight on up. I put on y'all know I got a plethora of yoga shorts, and we're gonna see where the weight at. Please don't put me to the challenge. Number one, uh I'm supposed to have gained some weight. We do obviously that was a slimmer Beachy, okay? Now I don't know
But
what
she go
y'all
remember she called you skinny at the end.
right. So
So
that was
now
skinny then.
she was
Right.
she was too skinny then, but now
So
she
skinny
fat.
then.
But
And
now she
then
fat.
as I'm at the proper, very, very good, healthy weight. Okay, so I don't know what you, Ness, are you coming for weight? Do we you want to do this? Cause say the word, I can stand it up. But are you going to stand up next to me? Now I ain't said nothing about your size and your weight, cause I know it come and it goes as females. But sweetheart, I'm not supposed to be fitting in the same top I was in 2020. Something is wrong. Unless you are smoking crack, you're supposed to naturally pick up a little bit of weight. So don't get it fucked up around here, okay? I'm still gonna be in a medium top and the L bottom. So I don't know. You're the one that now hold up now. I know some of y'all might be carrying bounds. Let's not do this because I'll stand up. I have no problem. I have no problem with what I look like because it looks very good. I do my workouts. I get it in. I understand the assignment. I ain't going out like that. I ain't trying to do no surgeries, no shots, no, all this extra stuff going on. No,
Hold on.
just burn
Let me
calories
just
off.
say this. Let me say this. So this first off, Pinky Pink is a diehard Nest supporter. I don't even fuck with her, so I don't even know why she up in here. But me and Beach don't need to do a cam up challenge.
No
Simply for the fact that Beach lived 2 hours away from me. If
facts.
I actually wanted to meet up in her face, it could be arranged.
We just
So
talk to
what
the
would be what would be we be doing a cam up challenge for you? For you?
yeah, that ain't hitting right, Pinky. No, no offense, but it's not about the cam up. It's kind of like I know your whatever your original title said, like then and now. Yes, most of us, not only are you gonna see improvements, enhancement, growth, you might put on 10, 15. You should be able to handle that. I'm way older than this. Bitchy is the 4'8", baby. And I promise you I'm giving it up better than what she got going on. So I ain't trying to go there because, we keeping it cute. So maybe you were carrying a bone earlier. Don't go there. You still hide behind the camera. I don't. That's why I come on cam up. I don't mind. I'm good. I cam up all the time. So trust and believe that's not gonna work. Somebody coming from a small, moving on up. That's a size or two. I can handle that. So worry about your own weight. I got it over here, honey.
Not
All right.
only that, but I mean, you had 3 kids that you actually raised. So there's that.
Among some
But
other
but
things I could say.
yeah, but thank you to the person who gave me the super sticker. It's much appreciated. But yeah, I mean, Ness, the fact is you be having a whole lot to say about other people and you just could never. And I wish that people would stop being so delusional with you and actually be honest with you.
Yeah.
Probably if people would have been honest with you in 2020, your mama wouldn't have had to put you out, but you would have just left on your own. I can only imagine how embarrassed your mama was walking into the motherfucking courthouse, putting eviction papers on her child. I could only imagine. I'm pretty sure your mama is mortified each and every time she get looked up for a job or whatever, and they come across the fact that she had to take your ass and get you put out of her house by some motherfucking white people. Girl, that right there, that'll never be erased. It's up in the Google search as soon as your mama name is put up in there. Her kicking your ass out is like the second or third thing that pop up. That's got to be embarrassing. Anybody else would have just left voluntarily. Why even make your mama have to go through all that? But let me press play.
If you need somebody, I got some friends now.
Okay, so
But
let
you're
me
gonna have to figure out you're gonna have to figure out what you're trying to do. Because they're
Yeah, I
not
was
really with
lying.
all
I
this
ain't
extra
not a
stuff.
damn friend.
At which point will you allow me to respond, sweetheart?
What you say, Beach?
I said I was lying. I ain't had not a damn friend for her.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, any of my friends that are lesbian, that's not what they go for. That's not it. I just I don't know why I said that, but that would not fit the prototype at all. They prefer a more put together person, non-alcoholic. You, first of all, you must, rules of engagement, you must have your offspring, because I live in the world where you are discounted for not having your offspring. You're not even considered a human. You're like some subpar species. Because if the least you could do is not find enough love and sacrifice in your heart to do that, no one wants you in the world I live in. When they, that's, oh, your kids, if they ain't in the vicinity, you already thrown over there into the unfuckwittable category. Okay, and I'm gonna let that sit there.
Understood. And now let me go ahead and I'm gonna play some more. Let's see. She over there mad, Beachy. But she could be mad all day long. The truth is the truth.
But why be so mad and upset? I mean, after all, it's just Jadon and the little AKA satanic, as you call. You shouldn't feel no type of way. Everything that come out of her mouth, she should be saying, "I rebuke you, Satan," right? And that's because, according to you, I'm the devil. So you shouldn't feel no way about it, right? I
Not
mean,
at all.
you're the Christian prophetess out here. You should be up there doing your chants, throwing up your holy signs, get some holy water, rebuking me away, because you're the one that said I was the devil and, all this and that. So you shouldn't even be phased. I don't. I wouldn't be. Shouldn't you should be saying something like "get behind thee" and "I rebuke get behind thee, bitchy." That's how you gotta say, girl, and go on about your day. Don't take nothing serious over here, because that's how you move, right? I'm just saying.
That's how she claimed to move. But let's continue. The fact is, the truth don't lie. The receipts do not lie.
Go on, say something.
Thank you. So what I wanted to say was, when I came on this, Craig, that was just for entertainment. It was fun. It was a lot of fun. Now,
It was fun.
women such as yourself and a select few, it's not that you guys are in love. It's not that. But what I'm saying is, Craig and Ness could get up in them drawers. That's what I'm saying. That's it.
Well, I don't even wear underwear, so right there, you already lost with me. Secondly,
people, there's an admission. She just told y'all I don't even have to worry about the drawers. It's right there. Okay.
Everybody knows that. Everybody.
No, I'm not gonna listen. I'm not gonna apologize. I am, unless it's a professional setting, needed for business attire or presenting what I'm going on. I unashamedly rock. Okay, the let it be free. I also have very impeccable hygiene and don't have strange fluids leaking out of me or have to keep testing for STDs and other strange things on a routine basis. So yeah, hence let the kitty be pretty. Shout out to Kimmy and the revamping with the Pretty Kitty Committee. So that being said, yeah, I don't have any shame about being able to sit and be free and breeze. I also haven't had to been on this app either, being tested or scared of having a dangerous and life-threatening STD. That's just not my testimony ever. It may not. May they never find me.
Correct. And what I will say is ain't no amount of yelling, cussing, lie roasting can take away from truth. And any whatever is being said, because she's still trying to get at Beach even right now. Talk about, is that an admission? But then we'll have something to say. But let's continue. Let me press play.
They know I don't like underwear. That's a common, everybody, I don't care for underwear. So that ain't, you didn't get no special information. I don't care for underwear. And I have really good hygiene. Don't be trying to come over here and recruit me, boo boo. Listen, it's already been tried. You don't try to come over here and recruit me to the other side. It ain't gonna work. I have made a decision. Good night. Good night. Don't try to recruit me and get your feelings hurt. Now, I don't want to do you like that. Don't try to be slick and recruit me. I'm firm. I'm firm, okay? I'm firm with where I stand, okay? So don't try to recruit me. You can't make me switch up or make me like you. But I said, if you need somebody, I got some friends.
Okay, so I
Cause
don't
you,
need anybody. I don't need anybody. What you're doing right
What?
now is very cute. I'm gonna allow you to have your moment. It's cute. You know what I'm saying? But I'm still steadfast and pretty sure about what I'm saying. Listen, it is what it is. I get it. I get it. You don't have to admit it. It's fine. But I know what I'm saying is a fact. Period. I just know what I'm
What's the fact?
Girl, exactly. And then again, she can never clock nobody about looks when looking like this. Cause I know one damn thing. What I ain't never had to do is have any type of procedures on this face. Oral surgery, yes, but
Right.
this face card, absolutely not.
And I have to. Some of us, we've had a little, a little touch up, a little oral, surgery here, But that being said, I'm still confused because I really haven't reviewed this and looked at it. Like, obviously, I was newer here and the stuff isn't coming fast enough, or I don't know, I'm so busy trying not to laugh because it was so comical. I see me saying things like, you're not the ugliest person. That's a nice way of saying, you know, girl, what in the silly color purple is going on? Like, I was really trying to be delicate and not give off that mean girl. I was trying my best, but as I see, that has got me nowhere. And this second, it don't get you nowhere. No, nobody over here likes nice. You can't. There's no nice way to tell a person anything. I'm not coming at you. We were reviewing a video. Okay, this is my video on my page, and it can be reviewed and looked at. I'm looking at my own self. I'm seeing things like, okay, you done got better here and touched up there, and we got the little. Like, you should be able to look at yourself too and say, okay, look at me now, but you're not going to turn your camera on because you don't love yourself now. You're too busy hating everybody else and trying to condemn the rest of us for just living our life. You're not going to come on and do this. What I'm doing right here, you're not going to do it, and we both know it. And I'm damn sure not willing to paint 5 additional faces to come on here. I'm not doing that. Y'all going to get it just like this. So please don't play with me with looks and stuff, because I will go get that. Do I need to get the alcohol and cotton ball, Jadon?
No.
I have no problem running the alcohol and cotton ball swab test cross faces, and then we find out who really look like what they are presenting. Let's just leave it cute and let's have a friendly review. I done been reviewed. I can review all the time. I just go on with the flow. It's nothing personal. I'm learning stuff about myself. I'm learning my neck really was super skinny. I really did have a really skinny neck. And it's okay. Go ahead, baby.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna play it, but I saw the people saying that Ness look like Whoopi Goldberg. Well, Ness look like a lot of things. That's why I just wish she would be the last person to talk about how anybody else looks. Because she looked like a lot of things.
I'm saying is a fact. And I get what you're saying. It is what it is.
You can't look in the camera and say that. You can't even look straight in the camera and say what you're saying.
Right now that
you
what
looking all
hold on.
You don't believe that.
Let me put the light. What I'm telling you right now is a fact. I am 100% sure in what I'm saying. I swear to God, I know what I'm saying. But at the same time, I'm not going to take away from what you're saying on you. This is your platform. So I'm gonna respect it. But like I said, I know what I'm saying is a fact. Period. Point blank. Okay.
What's the fact? That everybody will.
You all right? Everything okay?
No. Yeah, everything is okay over here, but we don't like you like that, okay?
Y'all,
I don't want you to get your heart broken. I'm trying to help you. Listen. I'm trying to help you. Yes, I'm trying to help. Listen to me, because you're gonna end up getting your heart broken, your feelings hurt.
Well, I think that did happen.
Some women.
I think that's it. Your heart broken.
You about to get your.
Did a little heartbreak happen? I said, I think that did end up happening. I didn't, I was a little heartbreak there because people want to be honest.
Well, it did make me, when I listened to this earlier today, it really did make me rethink the harshness that was thrown at you because of the AKA affiliation and about it being satanic and you going to hell and stuff. I wonder if somewhere, in the back of her mind, she thought about this particular instance here.
Mm.
And somebody said why Ness looks sweaty, like she been she been smoking 24 hours straight. Well, the reason why she looks sweaty because she was talking about me in my video, which my video, my AC was actually off because I was waiting on the people to come and repair it. At that particular time, I didn't even know that there was an issue with it. But I just wanted to remind her how she would be outside, and y'all have to know that this is the same area where Pizarro lived. Don't y'all hear Pizarro always complaining about the lizards and the mosquitoes and some of everything else? But in order for her to be able to talk shit up on YouTube, she had to leave out of her mama house and go sit on a bucket on the side of her mama house to talk shit out there with the mosquitoes, lizards, the hot ass Miami sun, um, the mosquitoes. Let me
Now,
press.
I saw a comment about the skin and photos. Listen, this is why you gotta be who you. I don't care what you got going on. You could be the most beautiful to the mid to the whatever. You are better off coming on and being give it up how you give, because folks do look at why your face is so light but the neck another color. People see that. What
And I will also say this was before the filters and the AI, because
right. We
y'all know
didn't
damn
right.
well that this face, you go to her channel and look at her face and it looked totally different.
This was before people knew how to play with those. The filters, the AI. I don't have like even with the verticals allow you to filter because I do a lot of verticals. So they got filters in there. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm not doing all. I don't, I'm just not gonna do it. It don't make me look better. I feel it make me look, I don't know, it's just a lie. But and I don't know. I don't think she wore a lot of makeup then. I don't well, obviously, I mean she learned, but this is what happens when you in your natural state, when you gotta paint 4 and 5 additional faces on to present a look. It's gonna mess up your streaming, because when Jadon told me she was going live, I said, let me brush my teeth, because I have a thing about brushing your teeth before I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying, I didn't need give me 2 hours to go paint on a face.
Mm-mm.
I'm not doing all that. You gonna get it how I give it up in that moment. Clean, shower and brush teeth and some edge gel down should be enough. I'm not doing all of that. So I just want to give that to a future content creators of such. Be as you are. Kimmy used to do it all the time. Kimmy used to not do nothing to her face.
Mm-hmm.
She would just come on with some lipstick and her little skincare and be good and be glowing. You don't need to do all that unless you just don't like what you look like. And if you start playing with the coloring and putting stuff on that's not your shade, it's going to make you not want to come on camera more, because then people will see that's not the same shade as you here. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna conflict the others, and then people gonna be trying to figure out what's going on. So you might as well just be beautiful in your shade that you were born in, and you'll be free from having to do all that other stuff to deceive people. Okay, that's sorcery. Why you talking about people being satanic? Why, I haven't even started on the witchcraft of makeup, but we can do that too.
Well,
Okay.
and that was one thing too that I thought about, and I actually saw this on LSA a while back, where I think it was somebody in LSA had done went and got, I don't know if they up in this membership or what, but Ness mama just celebrated something. And she put pictures of her mama, and they took the pictures and put it on LSA. And even her mama seemed to be using the bleaching cream and stuff. Um, which is crazy as hell to me. But either way, whatever floats your boat. All I know is anytime that I press my camera on, I don't even own makeup. At best, I got Carmex, or chapstick, and that's it. That's it.
And so fly, shout out to SoFly 8045. That is true. So for you all in your holiness, vanity is at the top of the things that you're supposed to rid yourself of. So be careful what you're saying about what other people are doing, unless you're just ready to come out here and strip everything off, no makeup, and just give it up natural. You never get, no one's that perfect. No one can just, that doesn't exist, and it was never meant to exist. That's why we have grace. Okay. So watch how you're judging other people, because you're judging yourself. No one can live up to all of that, and we weren't expected to. But you were expected to not judge. You were expected to show grace to other people and not get on your high horse and don't go accusing other people of going to hell, and you're going to heaven because you woke up and had you done had a bad trip. You done smoked some bad shit, and now you done went on a psychosis, and not you judging everybody else unfair. And people, you should apologize to those folks. You should consider who you might have offended.
Well, and not only that, but you not automatically going to heaven because you bought a new Bible. There's that.
Yeah, it doesn't work that way.
Yeah. Okay, let me press play.
So feelings are. I'm trying to help you. You
never
be appreciative of my help.
listen.
There's a couple who probably gonna play with you. They're gonna flirt with you.
This beach, I love men. I love men. I love men. I see myself in, but at the same time,
I love men.
I'm very self-assured.
Did you hear that? Did she just say, I love men, I love men?
She did say that she loved men, but then she was just flirting with you. But this is why I said mentally nothing has changed. Nothing.
This is confusing because now it was, I've always liked women. She had her thing with her girl or whatever, or girl or two, whatnot. Showed a lot of favoritism and all inclusiveness, which I think is a good thing, to the LGBT community. And you love men here, and then it's women, and then you came back and threw all the LGBTs into the condemnation pool. This is too much. Pick a side, damn it. Like, pick a side. This is ridiculous.
Well, I don't believe that she fully knows who she is. And that's the point right there. Because then turn around at the end, towards the end of this, where she trying to tell you about who you are. And she stay trying to always tell people about who they are. Meanwhile, most of us have it more figured out than she ever would. Than she ever would. Let me press play.
Sure, like at the end of the day, it is what it is. You're saying what you're saying because you don't know me. So I don't care. Like, it doesn't matter what you're saying right now because you're so far away. You don't know.
It don't matter because you just accused somebody of being in love with you, and I don't even know you. It's my first time. I didn't even know you was for real. They was like, they kept saying the Ness chick, and I went and looked, and you done made a whole video. Where the video at, Ness? Why you took the video
it's
down?
Still up. What you mean? I don't say no videos
Where
down.
the video?
I don't say no videos down. It should still be up.
What is that? I couldn't find it. I'm gonna go back and look. Hey, Nikki. Nikki said, "What is this?"
Hold on. Which Nikki is that? Is that
this is Ness?
Wait a minute. Which Nikki is that?
You don't know this, Nikki. So get your attitude together before you get snapped on, because Nikki ain't gonna play with you.
Capitalized letters or no?
No, it's not the Nikki with the capitalized letter. You don't know her. She don't even know you. Nobody over here knows you. So you don't be getting a little arrogant with these people.
She don't want y'all to know me. She is jealous as hell already, child. So just chill.
Everybody's jealous. Stop.
I'm jealous of. No. Let's go back to you. You kept saying that tonight on the panel.
Okay.
This bitch is better jealous me. Where? What am I jealous of? I want to know what is it that
because you want all the attention to yourself. You don't want me to give anybody else attention. You want me to only give you attention. That's what I mean when I say you're jealous.
I didn't even know you. I just saw you on the panel tonight.
Now you know me. You know me.
You're delusional. Now, if you want to be delusional, I'm not going to be able to work with you. If you're going to be delusional, I can't work with you or collab with you.
Okay, go ahead.
So, you guys, when I said I didn't even know you until like a panel ago, we didn't. That you're jealous of me. You've been feeling a way about. I don't know you. You were supposed to be a dude named Craig that popped up there every stream 10 times over and over and over that had a crush on Jay Wilson. By the way, we're not going to pretend Craig wasn't in love with Jay Wilson.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that was the whole reason Craig wasn't coming to be a part of the B sector entertainment. Craig was in love with Jay Wilson, and we didn't care. It was like, okay, he got a little somebody crushing on him, a dude that was about right. He's a man that loves men, so yeah, why would a guy not crush on him? That being said, this was all she's making up of something that didn't make no sense. I didn't even know who you were. How am I jealous? How do I want you? What are you talking about here? So now I'm questioning when people giving commentary, looking back to then to now, is this how it's being given up? And I just ain't. I missed it. You just can't say something and that be it. People, y'all gotta question your the channel holders. It's okay to question us to say now hold on, Beachy, what about, you ask them questions. Don't just be letting your people walk off the cliff with delusions. No one knew who she was until if that camera slip had not happened, and we saw the breast because the shirt was unbuttoned right there, we would have still been thinking they were sitting there as Craig and it was a dude. Okay, the camera slip showed the boobies, and then it became, whoa, that's a female. It was an accident. Probably to this day, we would have still been thinking Craig was some man.
Well, that's the thing that I was thinking of too, because speaking of the projection of it all, the fact is she preferred to masquerade as a man because she didn't even have any self-esteem or self-confidence that people would accept her for her. But meanwhile, everybody else was on here as themselves. I hope y'all understand.
Good, bad, and indifferent as ourselves. I'll take the flaws, mustache, whatever it was, we gave it up how we were, and either over time we just evolved. Most for the better, most of us, some not, but for the most part, everybody has evolved to a better version of themselves from what I see when I check in, for the most part. Okay, there are some that have not, but yeah. So if you came on here, Ness, being, you didn't ever come on here being 100 with the people. You built a character. You and your Nickelodeon thing you had going on, you was up here playing Rugrats for real when the rest of us were just living in our truth and just serving it up however we were. We were fumbling around. Nobody really was doing real. We were just coming on hitting live then. Of course, people have gotten better now with their delivery, but I mean, truth be told,
the fact is, Beach, she came on here lying to kick it. Period.
You ain't got a lot of kick it. You ain't never
You
heard
ain't
that.
got a lot of kick it.
You don't got a lot of kick it.
And that's exactly what she did. And why she have all this envy against everybody else that don't have to do all that. But okay, let me press it. And I mean, this still of her just says it all. Ain't it funny how somebody with a mouth like hers, and I do mean the mouth, always have something to say about other people's mouth? Just look.
With you need to be straight-headed and sober-minded. Put the liquor down. Put the liquor down. Because you delusional as hell. Ain't nobody jealous. You have ain't nothing you got going on now. Ain't nothing you got going on. I don't know. But she comes on here, listen, nothing you got going on. I don't have
This Beach is Better was on QB's panel talking about me when y'all didn't know I was Craig. This Beach is Better. You already had the inference.
You came on acting like a man. No. You was acting like a dude. Your profile picture was a catfish. But we thought you was a man talking.
That hasn't changed.
You knew that already. Keep it real. You knew
when we saw that you were a woman. No, we really thought you was a dude. I didn't know nothing about them saying that you was a woman. How I was supposed to know you was a woman? I don't know nothing about this type of behavior y'all got. I don't know about stud beer. I don't know what y'all be doing.
Wait a minute.
And then how you was stud and you got on earrings?
I got a question, Jadon. For you and for the chat and whoever's watching.
Mm-hmm.
Is it possible if the people that came onto this app catfishing they just can't get from the catfishing? Because she did come on cosplaying as a man and has not one time really truly given it up as authentically herself, except on a couple of little occasions. The little, when people saw in person and, they were being gracious and and nice. But Because it's different in real time. So what's with the coming on and just not being, what's with the coming on as a catfish? Now you gotta stay forever a catfish. You just, I don't understand that mindset. Because
Well,
I
for
guess
me,
we knew what all you all look like. You, the five, all of you all that were from the jump. We knew what you looked like. We saw you. Nobody tried to change or manufacture or manipulate their looks. Y'all were as you were, and we accepted you as you were. You didn't. We weren't pulling all these type of junkie stunts. And I'm a man today. I'm a woman tomorrow. I'm a mom. Never. I mean, I'm just
well,
saying.
and I even, but it even goes deeper as far as manipulating the audience, to manipulate the audience like that, because I remember the Craig days. You know I do. And yeah, the people just really thought that the man existed. And it's the wildest thing because nobody even knew Ness who she was. When she finally got found out about the whole Craig thing, she came out here and she said, well, nobody was supporting her channel as Ness. So that's why she created Craig, because she wasn't getting any support as herself. And those words came out of her mouth. Hers.
But you do get support as yourself. Your family supports you as yourself. Your children support you as yourself. Coming on an app and trying to manufacture persona is not gonna work. How
Well,
long you gonna be able to keep it up?
the truth is gonna always come out. That's the main thing. Um, that's truly the main thing. And again, 6 years later, and she still don't have a son. She's still over there drinking. She's still in and out of rehab. Still on these Christian voyages. How in the hell do you go out to find Jesus? Um, like how many do-overs? Well, but that they did say that Jesus forgive you seven times seven, or however many. So maybe she do the do-over.
Well, he told us to do that amongst some other things. I have my own opinion of those places tend to give people resources and a get out of jail free card and an escape, a way to escape from pending doom. Like people get into like pending evictions, or they done got fell behind, and the first thing they do is they go to these places as a get out of jail free to help. They try to play into it. I I think this might be one of the first times I've seen her go too far with it. Like you came back whatever that was not of God. It was too far. I mean, throwing fire at everybody. And you definitely got to have some supporters on your side. And shout out to her mom, because I know some of them was like, now hold on now, wait. Especially when it came to really attacking the group of lesbians that you have profited out of and built your platform from. They were there to support her. And I know some of them still are, I'm sure, but that was a slap in their face. Had it been me, I would have been like, how dare you? How dare you play in my face? How dare you pretend to be all inclusive? How dare you be for the community and let us, because girls are going to do that. Girls are going to like you. Y'all know how it goes. And then you turn around and now you're basically throwing us in condemnation. Why would you? What are you doing here? And I don't get that. Y'all got to do better. What's up, Candy Cane in the building? That's not how
Yeah,
that
hey.
works. You don't support people by, okay, it's kind of no different if you go on a weight loss journey and you lose some weight or whatever I'm not going to come back, oh, look at me now, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm like all the rest of y'all are fat and ugly. Like that's not how that works. Okay, you're gonna look up and you're gonna
Well,
be big.
but this is the thing though, Beach, because if she just revealed here recently that she got some type of surgery or appointment or something on August 1st. So let's just start there as well. I said people really be playing with fire when they know damn well that they got a procedure coming up, but then spew so much hate and judgment. Like that would be just karma in
a,
itself.
a procedure for what though? I mean, a lap band or something, or gastric bypass? I don't like. What are you trying to do? Are you
She said the only person that know what the procedure is her mama.
um okay, well, I hope it's not anything to do with weight loss. Maybe it's something that's actual. Is it cosmetic or is it
Well,
like life threatening?
no, no, it's definitely some cosmetic because she was talking about that she'll turn on her camera once that is done. They don't speculate about it being BBL. They don't speculate about it being a liposuction. I mean, of course, it's going to be something cosmetic because she's vain. She's vain, like what you were saying about the vanity. And again, I
Right.
don't knock her for doing whatever she want to do for
Yeah, if
herself,
that's what you feel like you need to
but you
do.
playing with karma and shit like that when you spew all this, knowing damn well that you gonna be laid up somewhere come August 1st.
Okay, but school's about to start in August for the kids, and I'm confused at the priorities here. Listen, I don't look, I'm for it. We for do what you gotta do to get it together. I support the mommy makeovers. Look, I'm a probably about I gotta still heal from life threatening things I had to have surgery on, but I'm gonna give myself a good few more 6 more months, and honey, I might be going to get the twins lifted a little bit. That's just what I might do. It just depends on how I feel they hanging and swinging, but I might get the twins. These are the twins. I may look into that. I'm for the betterment of a person. What I'm not for is, did you handle your priorities? Because how you if all your time and energy is on bettering yourself, you better have bettered your offspring. You better have a college savings account in the six figures. You better have set done more for them than what you're doing for yourself, because I get the last of whatever it is. That's just how it goes, because I want to. They get it first. The ones that need, even when your kids older, we still a mama. You, Jadon, you was still a mama's girl, even in
Hmm.
your late teens and all of that. And the rest of most of us, we know how it go. So, um, how, all this me, looks, vanity. I hope it's being like reciprocated or doubled or tripled towards the human that you brought into this universe, or else it is going to flop. And I do mean that. I have seen it a million times. You can screenshot it, say it again, clip it. I will repeat it loudly and boldly. If you are putting more energy into yourself and your appearance and and you done left your offspring out there, and you ain't put, if not double, triple that into them, it will flop. Those are the laws. Those are the laws of the universe. You don't get to just up and put into you, but you ain't sowing into what was the one thing that you were obligated to sow into. Everything else was optional. I'm just gonna leave that there.
Well, you spoke a word with that. It's factual. Let me go. I'm gonna play it some more. Let's see.
Be a stud and you win. I don't know what you got going on. You confusing the hell out of
If
me,
you
first of
if
all.
you think I'm
But I'm
talking,
not
I'm not
jealous of you.
I'm not a stud. All I have is
I'm trying to be
heels.
nice.
I wear heels 5 days out
I
the week.
thought you said you
Ain't
was
nothing
stud.
about me stud. Everybody said I was stud. I never said I'm not a
Now
stud
you
at
done
all.
came on. You can't be a you.
This beach is
This
down
ain't
there.
gonna work. We ain't gonna work.
I'm gonna invite you to my Facebook so you can have a better look at me, baby. I'm completely feminine. I'm talking about hair done, nails done, some fucking heels and all. I'm not a stud at all. I don't even, baby girl. Anyway, but neither here nor there. I'm definitely very much so feminine. I wear heels every day out of the work week. I mean, I wear heels on Sunday. Okay, so please
Cap.
understand. I guess the way I'm coming off, people are seeing me as studdish, but then again, I do have that testosterone gene. Okay, but I know how to turn it on and off.
I don't know. I
How do you have a testosterone gene? When I should have said that about that earlier today when I looked at it, because I heard her say that, and I'm like, what? How you? Was that a diagnosis? I mean, maybe that's how come she was able to be Craig. I don't
I
know.
need to look that up.
A
Any
testosterone
stats in the
gene.
chat, and we can find out, is there a testosterone gene? Is that scientifically proven or just some flabbergasted drunken talk? I want to know now. Now I'm gonna have to go and pull up.
Well,
While you,
girl, I'm looking right now. Okay, so
we need to know, is there such a
testosterone
thing
gene, yeah, or is that just
in
drunk talk?
women? So it would be in
High talk
female.
gene in females. Let's see. All right. Okay, so it says there is no single testosterone gene. Instead, testosterone production and response are controlled by multiple autosomal uh, genes that regulate enzymes and receptors such as the androgen and the receptor gene on the X chromosome. Females possess these same genes and naturally produce testosterone, though at a lower rate than men. Huh. I guess. Um, but she always talking about people are the dun dun. But if she got a testosterone gene, then she might have an extra chromosome somewhere. So then again, why is you saying all this stuff to everybody else? Let me continue. I looked it up.
I'm not getting testosterone
Oh,
from you.
Yes,
I'm
she
not
is.
getting that.
Yes, she
I'm
is.
getting.
Yes, she is. Yes, you are.
I
Stop
don't.
lying. Yes, you are. She is. She's lying. Yes, you are. You are. You are.
I
Look
just
at me.
saw who you were today from behind the avatar. Do you understand that? I ain't been on your page. I don't.
Mm-hmm.
You can roll your eyes. I just saw who you were today.
Okay.
I went to you. I said, "Oh, okay. Let me go look at the page." I saw. I said, "Oh, okay. Well, this ain't bad. I don't know why you was cussing me out in the video. I ain't cuss you out." And I made it say, "Uh-huh." I was cute with my commentary. You was cussing
Baby,
me out.
please.
Now
No, baby
you.
girl,
That's
please.
why you see.
Baby girl, please. You was roasting with QB up in this chat, and I heard it. It woke me up out my sleep.
But I didn't
Okay?
curse you out though. But did I curse
It
you
doesn't
out?
matter. Who cares? There's no rules to it. You got on me, period. Ain't no rules to it. You should have cursed if that was the case. Because you said
No,
what you
I'm a lady. No,
I
I don't
bet.
want to. I don't
That's
want
Well,
to
we
talk
not
about it.
well.
And
what
I
I'm
said the
telling
video
y'all.
is. I
That's
don't
what
see
I'm
it no
telling
more.
y'all now. I bet you I tell y'all a different story in a couple of months. Oh,
what you say?
I said, well, forward, you might start off not cussing nobody out, but y'all know how to be sector work. You can't survive before you folks get cussed out. So we know that you learn to be a lady and still cuss them out at the same time, flip your hair
Hmm.
and go on about your business. But I just want to all that, not trying to cuss folks out over here, it don't work. Okay. Nobody wants a well spoken explanation. You just gotta cuss it, bitch. And look, I learned too. Okay, I probably would have done better just cussing her out. Okay, but we learn along this path. Hence, this was over 6 years ago. I will surely, most certainly, cuss your ass out now in the letters or without the letters. You will get dealt with accordingly because you all leave us no choice over here. No civilization is not option is not applied to this sector, and I love you for it, okay? And I appreciate you. Sometimes you gotta cuss out over here. Yeah, I did say I was trying, y'all.
So let me what I'm about to do is I'm gonna play it because I think it should be a little bit more. Hold on.
okay.
What's wrong with your connection?
It shouldn't be
And
nothing.
did you why you change clothes? You came on early. You got to pick a character. You can't be all the characters. I'm for real. You gotta.
Sweetheart,
That's why you confusing us. We
if
don't.
y'all getting
And
confused by the mere fact that I'm changing clothes, y'all need to
I'm pausing it.
I want y'all to clock. Yes, we're gonna do the catch on you can't be all the characters. Now in 2020, when I was saying that, I didn't realize that exactly is what was gonna happen. I was only going off of the Craig and S and whatever else was coming in that chat that had to get blocked. Fast forward now, there has been quite a few characters. Jadon been Jadon. We got Jadon and we up the little Dun Dada came in after but it's still Jadon.
Hmm.
Even when I'm here and I'm not around, Beachy still Beachy, okay? And I can say that the same about y'all in the chat. That's for real. You've been quite a few characters. And I don't know why. Why haven't you just picked one, your best one, I guess, and played that? You when I said that 6.5 years ago, I didn't know you was gonna later come out and end up being a plethora of characters. I done lost count. You done been a pastor, a prophetess, a lesbian, a fiance to some guy that had you upside down doing some strange things for some change. Rehab 3-4 times. That's the addict. I can name some more things. Like at the top of my head, you've been quite a few people. You've been a man. You've been a girl. You seen to pick
A
every
life
character.
coach. A life coach.
A life coach. I would add mother to that, but I can't add that to one of the characters that you have not yet mastered to play. I digress.
I would say that there have been a lot of characters, and I think it's funny that you said that too, because I looked into
Oh,
that.
nutritionist. You forgot that one. Telling everybody to take them stupid drops to lose weight. That, by the way, you've been a nutritionist, a dietitian. Girl, can't nobody be all of that. You can't be all the peoples. Okay. We forgot about the nutritionist. Oh,
Yeah.
the hairstylist. Also an makeup art.
Oh
Girl.
yeah, she did when she would bring those people to her house or whatever and do their hair. A wig installer. I mean, just everything, every single thing. But meanwhile, has not mastered anything. Like nothing has stuck
Right.
because
You got to pick one. You can't be a master. They will call, I think for men, like for men, if they could do a lot of different skills, like electrical, plumber, contractor,
Mhm,
they say, "Oh, I'm a jack of all trades," and they would do all those things, but they were good at them all, you know. But you
mhm,
gotta pick one, honey. You trying to be all too many. That's why you got this confusion going on, and the profit ain't working. That this religious psychosis is the worst of them. All right, you were better being as you were before, because even then you were just a human that has flaws and afflictions like everyone else, and you're going through them. That was the better character than trying to convince everyone you've been, transformed. Like no one was buying that. You didn't even believe that. Okay. But there's quite a few. That was over 10 different characters. Can't nobody keep up with that. You can't play. What was that show, y'all, with that girl? Is all the characters in it. I can't think of it, but it was a hit. But you can't be her, and I can't think of it right. It was like Orphan somebody, and she played
mhm.
all the characters in there. But neither here nor there. We can carry on, Jada. And I just wanted to.
Well, look, C-Max said Catherine 2.0. Lord, not Catherine. But yeah, it's been a whole lot. Um, and just with all of that, I guess for some form of acceptance, and now that she's finally arrived with her Vanessa camp and her fan base and stuff like that, she is not selling them a bag of goods and a bag of lies. And I honestly think that when we dissect these things like this, it burns her up because it's the truth. It's the absolute truth. It's right here up on film. But let me continue.
Yeah. Okay, this is not a cartoon. We don't wear the same shit every episode. We switch up sometimes. So I don't know what y'all talking about. That's y'all business and not mine. I don't care about that at all. Look at you over here, yo beach attire like you going to the beach. This ain't no beach type of time. Put on your PJs and get comfortable. Look at you, half
Oh, and
naked.
Beach,
So don't come tell me
put
nothing.
your cash app
Okay.
in there too. You can put your cash app
Mm.
up in the chat too, Beach.
Okay.
You okay?
Are you?
Are you okay?
Are
You
you?
good?
Are you?
I think I'm okay. You
You
got it all out.
you look like you're at the beach sitting on the sand, but it's in the middle of the night, about to be morning. People are in
I
their PJs, but you over here in a bikini for what I don't know. So are you okay?
but I can do that. But I'm saying I can do
Exactly.
that. I can come on here on a bikini in a swimsuit. I can come on this bitch naked if I want to. Where I can't, I gotta stick in the guidelines. But why are you worried about what I'm wearing like today? Why was you concerned about my top? Why you so you should that shit ain't got nothing to do with you? And why you trying to pull off the hole? You ain't pulling it off well. You trying to come on here with your look, your stuff out, but they ain't doing right. So
What's
you ain't like
up?
me. I'm perched, okay? See, I'm perched to the gods. You kind of low. You know what I'm saying? You gotta lower it. You
This
gotta be
beach,
up, okay? See, I'm up.
this beach. Let me tell you something. I
Well,
am
let's.
censoring myself because just like when I go to work and I get dress code violated because of my body, I am not going to get violated because of my hair. Now, you're skinny, you're bones. You're nothing but bones on top of bones. So it's okay
Why
if
you keep on saying I'm skinny like bones?
what you mean.
I'm not skinny as bones.
That's what you
Just because
are.
you see my collarbone, I'm making me skinny as bones.
Listen, from what I've seen, you're skin and bones, so you're able to do what you're doing. You understand what I'm saying? You don't have
I'm skinny bones. Wow. Okay, so because I got
Well,
a
that's a
collarbone
lie.
and I got a
Based
couple of them,
on
I'm skinny.
I
Well,
just want
I
to
just
say,
think it's crazy. I think it's crazy that you just sent somebody up in here to talk about you gained weight, but then when you was this size, she had something to say.
right,
She
and
ain't never
that
got
was a.
nothing positive to say about anybody.
Right, because it's like, okay, I'm still in a tank. I'm still gonna wear my workout stuff. I'm still gonna have these arms out because they're that's my body, and I don't have an issue with it. So that's why I'm like, be tread carefully on what you're saying because, um, you're gonna have to eat your own words because I'm not going into anyone's office to suck anything out. If I gained it, it was meant to be gained at my age. Okay, something is yeah. Things at a certain age we naturally gain that part of womanhood that comes. All right, so I'm just trying to be like, be careful what you're saying because these cameras can easily do a stand up and you're not going to do that, so don't be throwing out shots like it's kind of like, what are you saying? It's been 6.5 years. Okay, I don't know too many people who are in the exact same size from 6.5 years ago. I do know people though in the past 6.5 years have watched their kids graduate from school. Instead of waiting on somebody to send in a supply list of what they need, they already automatically know. So let's not go there and start thinking you can body shame when you, I can assure you,
Well, you
these,
know, Beach. I think though she see the graduations through FaceTime. The graduation when he graduated sixth grade, I'm thinking that they probably FaceTimed her and pointed the phone to the stage when he graduated sixth grade into middle school. I'm thinking that's probably how it's done. Because when people criticize her for this, she quick to remind you that they do FaceTime and stuff. Like
well,
that's supposed
well, you wouldn't really know. Well, I can tell you now, and shout out to my guy Zulu. That's my boy. If y'all get off Zulu, he's mine. Okay. Y'all, we all fighting over Zulu handsome self. With graduations, they only give you so many tickets, right?
hmm
So because everyone can't bring every member of their family because of seating issues and fire codes. So you're only given so many tickets per child. So
hmm
therefore, her not being a main person in the household with him, she probably wasn't offered a ticket. So I don't know how many, but it's a small amount of tickets they're going to give you. You might get, the students doesn't count. You might get 3 other tickets because people be begging, asking other folks, and I've given tickets out before. I forgot what it was. I had too many tickets for something. I don't know. I can't remember what it was, but I remember I shared one ticket. I didn't need it. I gave it to so someone else could have another member of their family. I just had an extra ticket. Oh yeah, my son went to the Air Force, so I had his ticket for Cam's graduation. But so you probably get your child. So they assume the 2 parents. That's 2, and maybe a sibling. I want to say 4 tickets you might get per child. Somebody in the chat probably like, okay, we know what you're talking about. Yeah, you can't just say just come on to the graduation. You will not get in that door without a ticket. And there just probably wasn't a ticket for her, being that she wasn't a main character in his education, in his life, in his day-to-day routine, and him staying up studying, and him having a hard, kids have a hard assignment, and the parent comes in and helps them through that, and having day-to-day routine regimens with your child. You deserve a ticket. So obviously whoever in the household would have those kids, they definitely gonna be there. They come to the graduation because they done been there when the child done got up, made breakfast, made sure their clothes were clean and washed, were there with them when they go up a size and doing all these normal things that happen with the child, they're going to have the tickets. You're going to be on the catch the link on the website. You're not going to be getting a seat when other people have done all the work. So that's what that would go. You don't get a ticket. You ain't been here. You weren't here in the mornings when they didn't want to get out of bed. You weren't here in the mornings when the parents, like, it's a everyday thing, not a vacation thing to your child. Your child should never be a vacation, a trip to go see your kid. You go see maybe your parents or your family or friends on trips. You don't do that to see your children. Your children are there on the daily up, down, all around. So no, she was probably didn't get a ticket. And so she had to watch via Facebook or, the link to the graduation. That's how that probably went. I'm almost positive about it. Yeah. And therefore was left out of the pictures.
That is quite interesting. And hey to everybody coming in. Hey, Coolin. Rex, I'm not dropping the link right now. We still haven't gotten through what we prepared here, Rex. So for the most part, this is just me and Beach reviewing this because it's her video. 1 second. Let me go back over here so I can press play.
If this skin and bones, then I don't know what skinny is. This ain't skin and bones. You been a little extra there.
I didn't say anything about your collarbone. I'm just
now if I was to flip that around, I'm not skin and bones. What are you talking about?
Well, I don't see nothing but skin and bones, so I can only comment accordingly, sweetheart.
Why are you looking anyway? But why are you looking at my body? You shouldn't be examining me like that. What you trying to? You're looking real hard.
Listen, I'm glad.
I got some. Which one is stand up and you a dance son? You ain't getting all that.
If you want to.
No, baby, you ain't got. You don't have it. No. You need to come back and be a fine ass nigga, and you can get that.
You can't put me in the dancing though. Okay. But anyway, moving right along.
What you trying to have a dance time?
Nice.
You can't even hold your posture together. How we gonna out dance each other when you can't even get it together now? You all over the place. You stumbling. You on that brown liquor. Your wig sliding off. Girl, please, you would get set down. It ain't gonna work. You ain't gonna beat me now. Now you want to have a twerk off. Yesterday, you wanted to fight. It was a whole dude. Now you want to have a twerk off. See why I can't take you serious? That's why we ain't gonna be work together.
There you go, spinning the narrative. You see, I see Brother Jay taught you well.
That ain't no narrative. You was just a man the other day. You was a man yesterday. Today you a woman.
Yeah, man, anytime of the day. I just gotta realize it is what it is. I can be both. Simple. Okay.
Who ran and got you and told you to come on? Was you just watching the page? I was being nice when I started off saying I like your comedy. But then you gonna come up here and call me a toothpick.
What you
said I'm not a toothpick. Well, if I'm a toothpick, you a tree trunk. Then I'm scared to toothpick. You was a tree trunk. Why you think it's a tree trunk?
I'll be one.
Okay, well you be that, but I'm not a toothpick. I ain't even skinny. I'm just the regular slim thick. Get it together. You be extra with the stuff. See, I was gonna be nice to you, and now you don't want to act. You wasn't blocked. You knew you weren't blocked. Don't be trying to quit trying to make this. You gotta start trying to make everybody like you, because we don't all like you like that. That's fine. It's time over there. It's some women over there that was smiling at you like that. You might have a chance, but you got to come to us like the other women. You can't make us something we're not. Nah, we got to let us be heterosexual. Let them do that now.
Let them know to make way for me over here with you. Let them know that. You supposed to let them know that. That's what you supposed to do. Okay?
And I just want to say that this is probably like one of the last links that she clicked before her mama evicted her ass and said, bitch, you gotta go. Her mama could have already had the eviction in progress. And that's probably why it was putting her ass outside on the side of the house, sitting on a bucket. But then that's whenever she went to the rehab. So it was a few things going on here, cooling. Several substances involved, I'm sure. And only her and the good Lord, the Jesus that she found, only they know what she was on. But we did see the brown liquor up in a water bottle, a plastic.
Yes, we did.
Yes. So okay, let me press play here.
And before that, when I
Huh?
said the blowing
Mhm.
smoke out, whatever the video was before the camera slip, she was smoking on several suspicious looking substances, not just cigarettes. And when she would we would see the hands and we see the smoke, she was blowing the smoke out of her nose. That's why I kept saying, oh my gosh, you that's not, you a girl out here blowing smoke like that. I know some people, okay, maybe that's not that serious to blow smoke out of your nose, but the way that smoke was going, yeah, with a black and mild too, yeah, that is a little bit masculine. Okay, no offense to anybody, but you can blow that goddamn smoke out of your nose with a black and mild.
Not
That's
the black and
strong.
not her smoking black and mouse, but she stayed talking about my cigarettes. Oh, that's interesting.
Oh yes, honey. I don't know where that would have been on Jay's pan old video or somewhere, but it was yes for
Yeah,
sure
well,
from
I'm
Black and
sure
Mild.
anything back then can't be found because remember, Jay Wilson lost that whole channel because he had a porn bomb. So that channel been gone. And that's the
Okay.
thing. That's why when you ended up coming across this, it was crazy as hell because a lot of the remnants, the proof of just this whole charade that she took the audience through for over a year and some change. All of that was on Jay Wilson's channel that got snatched because he got a porn bomb.
Okay. Yeah,
Hmm.
those brown cigarettes were definitely questionable, particularly the wet ones. So y'all missed those when the wet cigarettes. They don't have anything when he was smoking in the wet cigarettes or what people dip their smoking instrument into codeine and other fluids like that and smoke it. Yeah, they missed all that. Yes, those were available at one point. I mean,
Hmm. Shoot.
I
Let
don't
me
think
see.
Jadon smokes like that. I don't think she dips her.
Girl, hell no. My cigarette comes straight out the box. Just out the box.
I don't think she packs other things into those. I think it's actually a cigarette, not a cigar weed or a cigar rock. They say about them people. Some of them cigarettes, they take out some of the nicotine and put little chunks of crack rock in there and just be sitting there just smoking it up outside. And that's probably why me guessing as a parent, yeah, and having a mom, my mother wouldn't allow that in her home. You gonna go outside with all that, then you come in stinking, smelling like God knows what. Where have you been? Smell like the trap house. Her mother wasn't wrong to say you can't bring that in here. I don't want that spirit in this house around. Yet the little boy, it's not good. You gotta pick or choose. Either you gonna pick your smoke and your liquor, or you gonna pick him. And she made her choice. So
Correct. And let me go ahead and press play here.
right.
Sorry, I was checking my cellular device.
Are you okay?
No, I need to catch you when you done sobered up a little bit because you look off.
No, you're not. I'm not off. You're just failing
I'm
to
gonna
understand.
catch when you sobered up a little bit. Yeah.
Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Anyway, my phone is dying. This is what we're gonna do. I am going to further assist you in your
Cause you
quest
lit.
yourself. I will help you find yourself so that you're more comfortable in your truth. Okay? I appreciate you and I feel like you have the stamina and the wherewithal to get where you need to go. But you need guidance, and I'm here to provide that to you, my dear. So, with that being said, I bid you a beautiful, blessed night. I'm going to charge my phone. I am subscribed to you now. So, when you go live in the future, I will make an appearance. And I am hoping you address me accordingly so that you can reap the benefits. Then I can help you reap. Okay?
No,
Y'all, don't worry about her. She in love. She's just in love. But I love
Yes
you
or no?
all.
girl,
What?
we don't love you like that. And listen, you
That's
got to
fine.
be. I'm trying to help you because it ain't gonna work. I'm trying to tell you, people will ask you, but you can't be thinking everybody like you like that. It's not gonna work because it only be cute for so long.
I don't care if they don't like me though. That's the thing that you don't care. I don't give a damn. If they don't like me, don't watch me, don't listen to me. As long as I respect you and you allow me on your platform and I show you respect, if people still choose not to like me, I don't care. That's fine. I'm okay with that. It doesn't bother me. But as long as I respect you,
I think why you won't listen. Why you won't just let people like? Why we can't just be cool with you and be a friend? Why you got to make us all like have some type of? It got to be like a. You know what I'm saying?
no, I don't know what you're saying.
Like what you do away with Jay. No, I'm just
What I was
Now,
trying to
Jay,
say, you guys, what I was trying to say as a newer content creator or vlog, whatever, and not offend people, because like I said, the sectors can, has a lot of folks, hetero, same gender level, whatever you want to call it. I was trying to say without putting my own foot in my mouth or offending other audience in the other people listening. I was trying to say, why can't you just respect me as heterosexual woman that wants to do content and support you all, and then you be whatever it is you are. Stop trying to force me. I don't, to be something that I'm not, or put me in a box that I'm not in. It's uncomfortable when people do that. And Jadon was one of the people that taught me also to be careful and mindful of what you're saying. It can offend another person when you're trying to force, put something on them that they don't want. So it was very uncomfortable. And now I know, look, 7 years later, I get it. You just cut somebody out. You just got to, go on and say the damn thing and move on. But I was really trying so hard to delicately and politely say, bitch, don't nobody want to suck on your ugly ass. Like, I didn't know I could just say that like that then and move on. And don't nobody want to fuck your ugly ass. Like, that's exactly how I would say it now. At that time, I was trying so hard to be politically correct. Well, as we see now, fast forward, fuck it, okay?
and then also I want to say too, please like the video, y'all. Do not forget to thumbs up the video. While y'all are up in here. But okay, let's go ahead and let me go back over here to finish press and play. But I just looked at the likes. Like my video, and if you're watching on beach side, like beach video. Thank you.
Mine are terrifying, okay, but that's okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
I'm just asking you straight up.
you feel me? Listen,
Do you want? That's gonna get old, right? You know that if you come on, zero funny. You know that'll get if you say, because you don't accuse everybody. You accuse the men, the women. Like if you that'll. So what you gonna? How you gonna switch it up so this will work? You see what I'm saying?
guess what? It's already working. If y'all need to catch up, that's not my business because I got a group of people that's
How
working.
we catch out? What
Oh,
you
babe,
talking
listen here. No,
about?
let me tell you something. As far as I'm concerned, it's already working. Y'all
Yeah,
better get with it. Get with it. Because if y'all
it
don't
ain't
get with
working.
it,
It's not.
I ain't gonna be
It
chasing
can
nobody.
work, but it's not.
No, it's working. I got my group of people that support me and it's working. I don't care if it's number 3 people. They support me and I'm gonna work with that. I believe in slow and steady wins the race. I'm not in a rush, nor am I in competition with nobody. I'm chilling. I'm just chilling. So if you and your peoples need some time, take all the time that you need. But as far as I'm concerned, when I come on your platform, I will respect you and me and you will be able to have dialogue and we'll laugh and we'll chill and we'll kick it. That's all it is to it. Okay, beautiful?
I
It's
know.
not that
You
serious.
gotta say that's how it started off. Calm down. Why you got so upset? Who got you
Because I
upset
was
like that?
about
You
to
wasn't
end
coming
this
now. You
conversation. I was about to end the conversation. I'm not
you got
upset.
you
I'm
got
not
now.
upset.
You got defensive for a second.
Oh my God. Audience, don't listen to this woman. This woman is clearly in love. She don't know where to go left and right. Y'all, I will be back on her platform and I will be kicking it with y'all and her. If y'all don't like me, so be it. I don't give a damn. This beat. It's 4:33 in the morning where I'm at, and it's time for me to go take my ass to bed. I
You
enjoy
don't know where
it.
I'm, you don't know where I'm at. You don't
Huh?
listen. They ain't gonna have that. You gotta switch up the script. That ain't everybody like you ain't gonna work, Opie. I'm just saying.
I don't
It's not
care.
gonna
I don't
work.
give a damn. I don't care. I don't care if they don't like me. It doesn't matter to me
You
who
are
doesn't like me because I
so
don't
are
give
you
people
gonna
a reason not to.
okay. Just answer me this. Are you gonna come on as the man, Craig, or gonna come on as like you are now, as the female? So I can know how to approach you. Cause see, when you first came on, you came in the chat. We've been 3 people in the chat. You was Craig the dude. Okay, I thought Craig was coming on. Then you were Nez what, lesbiterian?
But
Now
no,
you
you're
Nez.
Ness
So you just so you done been three folks then you been Craig the dude when you first came on here. Then you went from Craig the man to Ness, the straight Ness. And now what Ness is this? Because you done flirted and you done accused, you want all this extra stuff. But I'm just saying, well, how do I know how to choose? Can't nobody go juggle like that. I'm not a juggler. I ain't got no jugglers. Ain't no circus over here. So you got to pick one so we can roll with it.
Listen,
which one?
Dialogue.
You can't be the man now because you be saying out like this. In the chat, you resist the dude.
Hold on now. You're saying thing that requires further discussion. Because for you to say the flirting, that would mean that you in turn was receiving it as such. And if I was to tell you that that's not what I was doing, that says more about you than it does me. Now, listen, hold on now. Wait a minute now.
Hold on.
My phone just went on 5%.
Okay,
now, this is the same person. You just sit there and say you keep yourself up, your nails done, and all your hairs and all that. But I don't know who told her to get that aqua blue. I don't know what's going on there, but I just want to make a point.
Look at your face. How you looking at her?
I was getting.
You look utterly disgusted.
It was some things because I had saw the video of the things that she was, had said. And then you had the nerve to come over here and play in my face. Now you're messing up. You're confusing the audience because it's probably so many men there. And they're like, wait, what is this? And they thought she was a truck driver because of the flannel looking plaid shirt. And it was messing up my thing. Like, hold on, you're going to have my people side-eyeing me like, what is going on here? So I was frustrated. And I just thought I heard her say earlier that she goes to work with her nails and everything all up to par and so lovely. But baby, no, not at that time. Maybe you're doing better now, but that's not what it's giving. You definitely were not giving a professional aesthetics or appearance or mannerism that is full of shit. It is definitely giving all the junkie stunts and crackhead behavior. And if you've evolved from that, stand in that and be proud of your accomplishments and your sobriety. But stop playing. Okay. Look, I got stuff
that I'm looking here, even with this still, her hand is right there. And so she got look like periwinkle nails because I know she was over there, dragging me talking about my nails was dirty or something about my dirty fingernails. Bitch, I never came out here saying that I was feminine nothing. Hell no, I don't go get my nails done, bitch. I ain't got my nails done probably since high school.
But that doesn't make you feminine, getting your nails done. You can get your nails done all day and still be,
Well, but I'm just looking at these nails and clearly, just look at them.
It's the upkeep to it. It's certain things that I don't even go there. Like when you're trying to smoke a tiny little the smallest type of little cigarello or whatever, be burning their little nails and stuff, and it just starts to show all of the subpar type of living. It will show itself. So I'm gonna leave that right there. Mm-hmm.
And then I just want to take note again. She stay talking about people's mouth, but look at her mouth right here. Now, in this still, it almost look like she don't even have any teeth.
I'm sorry. I'm not laughing. Look, y'all, I've had dental work done, so I'm not laughing at all. But sometimes we have to be delicate at what we're saying against to other people because I'm just saying I don't know what to say there. It's something that mouth, that twist in the contortion of it. That's what happens when you're so inebriated and you can't keep your face start turning to the side and you just start melting in the heat. You're quite lit. It's a certain lit is an understatement. You pick a vice. You can't be on all the drugs. This is when you're doing too much, and we call it you start to look like what you do. So I live in a world of people gonna tap me on my shoulder. If you start looking like what you do, you in big trouble. So this is what happens when you can't keep your face together. You can't keep the mannerisms. It starts slowly disintegrating like a gremlin that got wet in the water back when they had gremlins. A little, it just starts all falling apart, and you can't keep that up at that level of inebriation. It's impossible to keep it together.
Hold on. I'm sorry. I
Without
had to pick up
filters.
my
Yeah.
other device. I had to pick up my other device because I had one comment on the video from earlier this morning. I can't believe, why the hell is you commenting on this video, which it almost it's some net supporter that's just angry. But what you angry for? Want to ask me about my teeth, but I said, why are you asking me like you could even afford it? For the life of me, I never understand people that even, first off, I've spoken to my members in depth about my dental work, but the fact is, if you can't afford it, why is you worried? Why? But I was looking at that comment there. So if you up in the bushes, that I just answered you. But no, my teeth ain't fake. I ain't
Yeah.
had a tooth. I ain't had a tooth extracted out of my head. Not a
I
one.
think when that happens is usually with people, they're projecting the things that they want better on them, and they'll poke out the ones that they'll poke out your whatever you have, that your imperfections, because there's thinking nobody gonna looking at theirs. It's projection. Like that little weight coming, it's like, girl, we can pull out size. You're not gonna win. I know, because you know how I know. She's still talking about going into surgery. She's still obsessed over her weight. I'm perfectly fine in shorts and a tank and look damn good in them. That's why I'm like, what are you doing here? It's nothing, ain't nothing to it but to do it. So you better hope when you get 48, girl, you can give it up like this. 3 kids, you better hope.
And that's the exact same thing that I was thinking about too, because I'm like, as far as people doing any type of upgrading, hell, my teeth gonna last me another 40 years and some more.
Yeah,
Bitch, please. It's an investment that's worth it. But
yeah,
then
it is. It's very.
they never question her, like when the last time she took her son to the orthodontist, or when the last time she took him to the dentist. You know, it'd be a lot of stuff that she just not doing as it relates to her son. And therefore, the fact that now one of her finesse people up over here underneath the troll page, but then hell, it could be her. I mean, she said she had so many pages that you had blocked.
Yeah, and they're still there, and that's probably why I can't see it. I can't see Ness in chats. I think I came under that new one. I don't know. I don't. I never. It's not that serious. But for the longest time, she's like, "BJ, I can't see you. I can't see you." And I used to think you must be blocked under one of those other names, because yeah, that's exactly what that is. And not coming at you, girl. Whatever, we're doing a review, but you know what? You said a lot of things. You said a lot of stuff, and you just I don't understand why your people, if you put yourself around a bunch of enablers that don't check you, that don't say, hey, work on this a little bit, or tone this, or encourage you to do the right thing, and they just let you fly off like this, you're going to end up living a whole lie, because ain't no way.
And that's
Ain't no way y'all
absolutely.
still talking about what is the obsession with these weight loss gimmicky things that keep popping up in the sector every so many months. Y'all had drops going on. BB, like, it's been a lot of stuff that I've been hearing. I'm like, get on the goddamn walking pad or a treadmill, do some yoga. You can do the stuff in your living room. You don't need all this weird stuff. What happened to just fasting, eating
They
less?
don't want. That's too hard. That's too hard and too much like right. Because you absolutely right. My walking pad came in about a month ago. I caught
See,
mine on the Prime sale for the
it
Prime
was. I
days.
got mine on Prime sale, and
Oh,
when you're
really? Okay.
yes, I got a good one on the Prime sale. You can catch it on a really good deal, and it's right there, so you don't have to go anywhere. And You could be listening to somebody else stream. That's how I picked up and said, hold on, let me start getting post surgery. While people talk about weight gain post, while I'm, recovering, I said, you know what? I don't got to keep trying to go out there outside and walking. It's too hot and all this extra stuff, mosquitoes. Let me get a walking pad. And that I could be listening to you or whoever on my walking pad, earbuds on or watching the screen. And before I know it, 20 minutes has gone by, 30 minutes. Look how long we've been on the live. So yeah, that's a very good idea that you did. And ain't nobody trying to be doing all this other stuff that's probably not going to be the answer.
Well, and even with that though, I have two kettlebells now. And so a lot of that I was doing strength training, but I knew that I was gonna get me one of them walking pads, but I had to get a decent price. And I kid you not, I got mine 50% off. When I saw that 50% off, I'm like, okay, let me go
Yeah,
ahead and get it.
that's a good deal. Yep. You
Mm-hmm.
plug that sucker right in. And if does yours fold over too, you can push it under. You want on the side of your bed. I just leave
Yeah,
mine sitting up.
right. Well, I got mine on the side of the sofa. So where my sofa is, I put it right there because the plug is close by right there. But then
Gotcha.
also it's right there facing the TV for whatever I
Yep.
just have to put on the TV. Mm-hmm.
And it go
Yep,
by
and that's right there.
fast. You just start off
But
and
mine can be slid underneath the sofa or slid behind the sofa or whatever. Yeah, I can move it around. Mm-hmm.
I highly suggest activity versus trying to keep creating all type of sorcery and buying, witchcraft drops and all this weird stuff that hasn't seemed to work. I'm just saying, I have not. Y'all got to stop with the catfishing. People will love you with a little pudge. People will love you with a little whatever. Stop with all the catfishing. People gonna see. Do you not know people gonna see your face? What do you need to lighten it up 50 shades for? If somebody not stop doing that. It's weird and it's coming off with as body dysmorphic disorder, whatever that what is it? BDD, body dysmorphic disorder, when you have yet to just say, okay, well, this is how I am, this is my body type. And I'm gonna make it do what it do and make the best of it. Somebody will love you like that. So all this other stuff it's weird, okay?
I agree. I'm sitting here looking too. I just went because I was gonna put. I guess they canceled it. I
Gonna
thought
be
I thought Bertha May and them was supposed to be having a 227. I was gonna throw them in for the redirect, but I don't even see her. I don't even see it posted anymore for me to be able to redirect to it. So maybe they changed their mind. I'm not sure. But either way, let me go back to the video.
And I do want to continue this conversation with you because I'm about to help you figure out what you really are. Because clearly you don't know.
No, you can't. I'm good. I'm good, but you can't help me. You need to sober up first. So put your phone on the charger. Sober up.
Okay, audience, that's what she says. But just know she's confused.
I like the vein. Listen, you can't. It ain't gonna work. Listen, y'all always. That's what I don't want. I don't want you to do that.
You can't do that to me either. Then you're doing that to me too. You're chalking up my responses to me drinking, which is actually inaccurate. My responses,
because on the live, who saying show me? I don't understand what you're saying, Nikki. On the last one, you were
look at this.
You had a little bit. You got a little more relaxed. You're a little more relaxed. So you got to be on point. You never know. You're not like you was early. You was a little more on point.
Here's the thing.
Right.
Given that my phone is dying at a quick rate, I want to hurry up and wrap this up. I'm going to be hollering at you tomorrow.
You can wrap up by hitting the X button. You already wrapped up.
Right.
Wrapped up already.
I'm hollering at y'all tomorrow when you go live. Good night to everybody. God bless everybody. I hope you guys have sweet dreams and great benefits.
That was sweet. We'll take that.
Thank you, boo.
That was sweet.
You guys have a great night, boo. And I will reconvene with you so I can help you figure out who you are. Because you lost, girl. Bye. You lost.
Oh my God. Oh God. Excellent.
What I really wish that the chat could see was the before the, I don't know what drink or medication or which smoke finally kicked in, but before she came there, wherever she was at, she was sharper and she was quicker and she was able to get the drags and the roast out. But that all went away. I don't know which sip it was. Oh my god, my y'all thing almost went dead on us. Let me fix
Your
this.
computer? Yeah, I had to put mine in the charger
I
or
just don't
plug
have
mine
to
up to
send
the
him out
charger.
the thing charging. We don't want that to happen. Okay, so let me fix that. But that's what was going on. It was a different what she was sloppier here versus the precision and speed she was able to give right before. Okay, we good. Before coming
Okay.
on to mine. It was like the face melting, the speech slurred, the clothes hanging off. Um yeah, it was a sip in. I guess it was at the very end of that bottle, so it was beginning to show itself. Okay, that monster began to show itself. All right.
And they call that the spirits. The spirits that you unlock
Oh,
with the
mm,
spirit. But I wanted to okay, to go back into briefly for you to touch on the whole D9 situation that y'all had earlier
okay,
this year. Because I reshared it. I had put it on my membership, and so I had to take it off my membership and I reshared it for any people that were interested in seeing it. But just I know Corio had asked more about it, but I couldn't really recount everything that happened because you experienced it. I just remember seeing everything. I feel like I was like catching her replay or something when I saw it, and then that's what made me
right.
reach out to you about it.
Yeah, and
Hmm.
I haven't been over since, and I won't because I don't, we don't entertain that type of nonsense. So basically, after her sabbatical, wherever she went, okay, to get her how do I say this? Her revelations,
Hmm.
wherever she was at, which to me looked like a whole bunch of TikTok nonsense. That trending for the past year and a half, we've all seen it. We've all seen the trending with the D9. We've all seen the Greek god weird stuff. People coming out saying, "Oh, I had to do this," and made up stories. It's turned into almost a Netflix documentary for real, right?
Hmm.
And so the as a whole, we all kind of took a hit because it was kind of like, what is going on here? Who put this out here? We're not doing any of that. Y'all got us like, what is going on? So it was still going on at this time, like starting to slow down. But I had been going video to video, point for point with certain people who were infiltrating and making up all these sadistic stories about us
Hmm.
and basically debating them and like prove
Hmm.
it, and then finding out some people weren't even members. Why are they doing this lying? What was going on? So this was went on for a while. Then out of nowhere, I've been subscribed to Ness for I don't know who. I don't even know, but we've come on her show, all of us, that every letter has come on her show, representing from alpha to the iotas, right? So
Hmm.
Peter Panel Killer has been on there. I have been on there. Another Alpha Kappa Alpha has been on there. We have had Kimmy on there representing Sigma Gamma Rho. We've had Zeta Phi Beta there. We've had this brothers Phi Beta Sigma Kappa. Everyone has supported Ness and shown her nothing but kindness. Never an issue. She comes back from her whatever she went to, and I'm in the chat, hadn't said anything. I think I might have typed something very vague, barely like a hey or I don't know, something like it was just like a generic comment. And she
Hmm.
singled me out and was like, "Oh, and Beachy, what do you believe in? Because y'all over there worshiping all these gods." And I'm just sitting there like, "Wait, what?" Out of nowhere, never in my life even in this sector, y'all don't do that because it is a lot of us over here, right? We have fun like everybody else. What are we doing here? Is this going to be a primarily African American sector? You're going to have your Black Greek organizations in here. It's impossible not to, right? So out of nowhere, I'm sitting there like a deer in headlights, like, are you serious? Who do you think you're talking to? What Greek gods? And then at that point, it was like, oh, well, because when I see you, I don't see God. I remember that's what her exact words were. When I see you, I don't see y'all. I don't see God. Do y'all see God when y'all see Beachy? When I see her, I just see AKA. And when I tell you in that moment, all of my support was repoed. Okay, I repoed all of my support and likability I had for this person because you mean to tell me We done came up here all this time supporting you, all of us, and you ain't never ever had that thought or accusation of accusing us of doing anything other than the service that we committed to doing. Now you want to sit here with your little Bible and think you finna like play in our face or condemn us, and you don't even know what you're talking about. Absolutely not. It was very offensive. It was very offensive for someone, especially of her caliber. Like, you don't even know how to pronounce the Greek alphabet, but you want to sit here and act like we're satanic and we're demonic and we over here supporting you in all your infirmaries. We over here knowing that you had a lot of stuff going on. Never judged her for it. Never treated her like a human being, and you go take a sabbatical and come back and now you think you finna send us to hell. Not on my watch. And so that was very offensive for a person who knows nothing. You're no theologian, you're not a theologian. You don't study. You have no clue what anybody's organization is. Okay. You don't know what you're talking about. So it was kind of like this was her opportunity. She saw me and just like threw that bow and arrow out of the whole chat. And it was like, you can't be serious. So yes, at that moment in time, I'm like, oh, that's how you want to play it then. Okay. All right. Say no more. Because that's when it turns into gloves on. And I don't mean in a beefing type of way, but it lets me know you're so small and you think so little of yourself that you're going to try to find anybody in the room, let's see, Mary, and think you're going to point out what you think in them is seem to be in your head to whatever God you're talking to, because that can't be Yahweh. Yahweh didn't tell you any of that. You saw that on TikTok trending and try to throw it up in the commentary over here in the beef sector when no one is speaking on that. And how about you do it in a mature way? If you ever wanted to have a conversation, you can talk to us, but not her. She's not qualified. I don't know if she could even understand the language or what the purpose of these organizations are. But it was very distasteful because we've all been up there, sat on her panels, talked, joked, roasted each other or roasted someone else. Never a problem. She go get an epiphany and come back and we the spawns of Satan. How dare you? How dare you? Okay. It was very offensive. The community doesn't need more people going and thinking they found God and then coming back trying to punch down on the few of us who just, we enjoy doing what we're doing. And how dare you? So
and that was one thing too that I remember with it, because I guess Choreo might be Greek, because that's what she was saying, that she didn't know anything about it, but she had been gone for several months. She took like
right.
a 7-month break,
Oh,
and
there
then
were
when she came
comments.
back.
There were something because some people choose to just stay, like they just want to be a regular subscriber. They don't work, they don't bring that over into the chats and stuff. But there were several comments, and I appreciate them. They came over there on my side and said, BG, thank you. That was some nonsense. They were pissed off. They didn't like it. I'm not the only one. Several people, some of them, I haven't even had a chance to, communicate or meet you all, but I let you know that I see you, and I swing for one, I swing for all of us. We are all up under one council. So people were offended. And if she didn't get the memo, people were offended, honey. People were offended. Some folks never ever went back. That's not how this works. So,
And I do know, and don't worry about that comment. We blocked them. Child. I don't even know why. It seemed like now all the little trolls and stuff want to come out. Why? Because we speaking about facts that actually happened, and it ain't no lie roasting going on because we got
right.
the evidence to prove it. Ain't nobody lie roasting. But as far as that whole D9 situation, yeah, it was, for somebody that ain't even graduated or attained a college degree, but then want to speak about a process that they know nothing about. That was the wildest part to me. Because, like, have you even ever been on campus to experience campus life with these people? No, you weren't. You had a baby that you end up just giving away to people. So I feel like she was speaking on a situation or a culture of people that she really don't know nothing about.
Right. And that was just not a good look because if you really look at the stats, those women on the yard didn't get pregnant. Those women on the yard were not allowed for campus rules to produce children and still stay on campus. So while speaking out of your mouth about something you didn't understand, you didn't realize there's a reason why we need our girls on campus involved in things so they can stay focused on their studies and not be running up behind men out here in the street and getting involved in all type of lascivious behavior and addictions. They got work to do, service to do. They don't got time to be out here opening their legs to everybody, producing all types of children out of wedlock, thus leaving the world to have to take care of them. I said what I said, okay?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would highly recommend, if anybody missed the full in-depth conversation that me and Beach had about that. Ghetto ended up coming on the link for a little bit, and it was a few people that chimed in, but that is uh posted on my community wall. Then also, I think at that particular time while we were on this live, she shared our cruiser video, only for you to remind everybody that cruiser is a part of a D9 organization.
Right.
So
Right. It was like, well, Cruz was about the Lord. I'm like, and Cruz also is one of my D9 sisters. So it's just like, that's why it was like, what you doing here? You're,
right.
what are you doing? We people.
So everybody, all the D9 people going to hell except for cruiser.
Right. But then it was like, well, Cruiser, every time we see him, I'm like, yes, Cruiser do be repping. Cruiser be, yes, she do. It's like you just didn't see it. Now watch, every time she gonna start noticing, oh, well, Cruiser do be in her blue. It's just like you just don't see it. It's quite a few more. And how I give it up is how I give it up. Maybe I got a lot more. I'm in my you don't know the level of activeness people are on, okay? So it was just kind of like, do you even know who you talking to? You could be talking to somebody. Look, it was weird, y'all. It was very weird, but nobody has come at her, really judged her. And really, I'm still not, other than the character switch up. It's weird. And it was offensive. So some things I'm not gonna let. I'm not gonna let this slide. Y'all can say a lot of other things, but that right there, people are paying big money, not Kia money. Now
Mm.
when people are paying big money to keep things as they are, as we need it. So when someone comes around and starts demonizing us out of nowhere, no type of like, just think you're just gonna throw us out here like, okay, we're gonna remember that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I
Thanks.
think that I think that there was a lot of offended people, and she kind of took a hit, and that's why she kind of left. And then she came back and kind of really didn't reference it again. I will say that she tried to minimize what she had said and done after the fact, but I believe most people remembered. And I
Yeah,
do want to speak to everybody coming in. And I saw Newbie came up in here. Hey, Newbie
I
moderator,
know.
how
I
you
miss
doing?
Newbie coming in, and y'all know
Uh huh.
what? Guess
And
what,
hey,
y'all?
Pizarro.
Before we get out of here, I see, hey,
Mm-hmm.
it's okay. It is okay to say, you know what? I prematurely spoke. Um, based off of whatever I had going on and I was out of pocket. Y'all do know that it is perfectly fine to say you prematurely spoke on something that you don't know what you're talking about and you was out of pocket. I don't know why people don't. It's admirable. And it's like, okay, yes, you prematurely spoke, pointed a finger, me as somebody who ain't even much called you out on your stuff. You don't even know what you're talking about. If you want to have the conversation, maybe you can have a conversation. Don't be thinking you're gonna start pointing people out in the chat and you BG, you over there with worshiping the devil. Girl, bye. Let's don't try me. I done heard it all. I've been doing this for decades.
But my thing
Long
is, was y'all worshiping the devil when y'all was buying shit off her wish list?
Right, and see, it was we say was our money satanic when we were members of your channel and sending cash apps. I'm pretty sure we'll find them. Was that money satanic? Okay, okay. I just want to find out. So you said it, not me, because that was going to be the next thing. So when did we become evil? Was it during our some monetary support? Is the money good, but we're not? Like, what are we doing here? Is our view satanic? Like, what you doing here? You can't. It ain't gonna work that way, sweetie. Just leave some stuff alone, walk out your walk, be you, be surely you've evolved. We've all evolved. Okay, go and get them dental plans, girl. Get that smile together. We like it's okay. So then and now, most of us have a okay, that was then and this is now. And then some people, it seems to be your then is your now.
Mm. That part right there. Because ultimately, the then is the now. because it's still the same confusion, it's still the same judgment, it's still the same condemnation, it's still the same hating in the stands because people doing stuff that you ain't able to do. It's the same old. But yeah, well, we got here. We right here at 2.5 hours,
This was
Beachy.
great. I
Yeah,
appreciate it.
I'm happy we were able to get through it and actually
Yeah.
break it down even more. I know too that you talked about the mirroring part of it. Did you notice that mirroring part this time around when you looked at it?
I did. I'm gonna we don't went so far into this, we may have to double back and then
Well,
do a
you can actually I would like to know more of your opinion. I thought you were gonna bring it up while we were reviewing it, but you didn't. But that's fine. Um, you can definitely reconvene at some particular point and you know, tell more about that. And then once I get this one uploaded and I actually skim back through it, I'm gonna try to look for it myself too.
okay, but that what she's I wish we had so much more time, y'all. We don't want to hold y'all like that, but that mirroring fuck was saying she meant y'all show the new people like your real face, like that mask. People you can only carry it for so long. I ain't hating on
Mhm.
nobody with makeup, but makeup, I have my own opinions on the sorcery of that all, which is why I just stay very minimum with any aesthetics I do. And what Jadon was talking about was something that I caught while watching it that because I had not looked at this. Y'all, this is 2020. I'm just now looking at it in 20, halfway through. We passed halfway through 2026. We got 4 months left in a month. August, we got
Mhm.
like almost 4 5 months left in this year. And I noticed some personality questions that at the time I didn't call because it was going on, but I did catch it, and it's something that we call mirroring and parroting. And that's when a person begins to not just be themselves, but they begin to take on your personality. And if we had more time, I would go into that. But that's what Jadon is speaking of. And we can pick it up on another place, another time, and you all may be able to understand. So it's kind of like Jadon being Jadon over there. You don't see me all of a sudden now I'm Jadon 2.0. And
Mhm.
I caught some of the mirroring is with the, I'm over here to the left, and they're over here to the left. I do a hair flip, which my hair went down, and they moved that way. It's disturbing because those are personality traits that are kind of psychotic. You begin to try to morph into what whoever is there, like a chameleon. So another
Mhm.
word would be like a chameleon. You turn into the person. You start trying to turn to the person that's in, right there with you,
That
and
you
that's what,
communicating with. Yes.
right,
That you are communicating with almost as if it's pretty much just like those people that go to a different area and the people are talking in one particular accent and they pick that up, start talking in
right,
that accent when that's not their accent though.
right. And that can happen after a long time with like people coming from another country and they begin to you go I mean that can happen, but no, there are some personality traits I caught that I wasn't expecting to see, and it was a bit disturbing because now it's like, well, who are you? Where is your authentic this is me? Never came out to be nobody else, never tried to be pretend to be a man, pretend to be a woman, pretend to be a lesbian, pretend to be us, none of that. Just a you in your rare form with a with teeth or not, like it doesn't matter about the vanity side of it. Like, where is the real core of your identity? That's serious, because if you don't have that, then that means you've been nitpicking around throughout your existence, finding traits, different traits, and taking those on. That's psychotic. That's like that would be a mental. That's going to turn on into like a type of mental disorder and a serious personality disorder that you're nitpicking personalities to mimic and parrot.
Mhm.
It was I saw a few things, so I'm not gonna call them out directly. I'm gonna kind of save that because I already see, I can do a lot with that. I can show a lot of things. But what was this right here? When did you were just manly, now you're girly. You're just conforming over to what you think I would want you to be while you are on my link, but really it was just at the time it wasn't obvious. I think I'm some of that frustration was I was picking up on, it was making me uncomfortable because it was like you wasn't acting like this just a few minutes ago. Now you're acting like this. For the most part, we all should be able to flow the same. Yeah, sometimes when I turn the ratchet code on, I'm gonna be ratchet, y'all, but I'm still gonna be Beachy's ratchet. Does that make sense, Jada? I'm still gonna be
Mm-hmm.
Beachy, just cussing you out in Beachy format. I'm not gonna be cussing you out in Pizarro's format because Pizarro's Pizarro. So those personality waivers, that's something that I don't know. I saw some things, but I'm gonna save that for another time. So that's what that mirroring is about. That parroting. I say something like a parrot repeats something kind of back, and she was doing that. I'd say something, and she was kind of repeating back the same thing, but I was saying in a different way, and so I was trying to come back with it, and it was giving. What are we doing here? Like puppets, it was giving
Mm-hmm.
that, and so yes, at some point I did look at my face, and I was just getting mad. Like, okay, this is not a conversation. This is some
Mm-hmm.
some parody, and I most certainly am not trying to mimic your personality at all. So it was strange, but that was that, y'all. This was great. We appreciate you. Thank you for letting me come on, Jadon. Anything you got in conclusion?
No, that's going to be it. And thank you so much for the Jules Donahue's. It's greatly appreciated. I honestly want to thank everybody for their participation. Thank you to everybody for joining us for this discussion. It's unfortunate that we have to dissect it, but I refuse to just sit here and just let her just keep talking crazy like we don't remember who she was. So yeah, Beach. Well, I'll go ahead and if you don't have any other final words, I'll go ahead and close this thing up.
Yeah, I think that was it. Thank y'all, everybody over there on the other end, y'all. That's done. That's done. Daughter who came up the other day, y'all know. Jadon had to get sum it up and had to come over there and rep for the beef sector one time and get a couple of people together to understand. Don't play with it. So shout out to her.
Mhm.
But
Yeah, I did have to go over there for at Beaches area. So I got to know some of those people over there, or at least spoke to a couple of them whenever I clicked the link. But yeah, well, okay, y'all. Well, thank y'all so much for the support. If y'all catch the replay, please like the video. Because I have done this long ass live. Now my
yeah,
morning show might be questionable, but I'm gonna keep my alarm set. But it might be questionable because it just depends on if I wake up and I feel like talking and talking. But we'll see, y'all.
right.
All right.
Bye
Well, y'all
bye.
take care. Be blessed. Don't stress. And I'll holler at y'all later. Thanks, Beachy.
Peace.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.